How you going, Thick? It's been a while. Hope you've been doing good. You seem very busy with your streams lately. Have you finished Persona 3 yet? Or you're still making your way through? It's a custom-made violin. Let me know if audio needs adjusting as well. Actually, going off from custom-made violins, have you guys seen there's this like video on YouTube where there's some guy that has an electronic violin or something like that. I forgot what it's called. It's at the tip of my tongue. Something violin. I'm pretty sure it's electric violin, something like that. It was interesting. It was like bedazzled and everything, and then yeah, it was very unusual. And the violin player was a bit eh. You have no, you're currently in November. Oh, I was like, it's not November yet, but then I realized Persona 3. Well, no idea when the game ends, but I'm assuming it's soon. Yeah, well, to be honest, I wouldn't know because I haven't even finished Persona 3. I haven't even made it that far. I didn't make it that far because I stopped playing it in the end. Oops. But yeah, sit back, relax, enjoy the stream. I'm gonna be reading a lot once again, so excuse my voice from dying. From both reading and my cough. Like just then. Yeah, the internet has been dodgy again, so I apologize for the glitches in advance again. Thank you for the hydrate, Thick. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I gotta be honest, I don't really remember what I have done. I think I'm assuming I've done all of these. I think I'm missing something for this, so we're gonna go to the present. So we got the rest of this bit, and then we've got the trials. So we're just gonna get through this bit quickly, or as soon as we can. Hopefully that helps. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know how or where I got the cold from. It was just like a whole atrocious combo of everything. Anyways, we're back at the BBC. Present day. This is before the trial. No, this is before Shady's death. I forgot that this is way before the first case. I'll be taking my leave now. What's the comma? Still have some work to do back at the office. Then I guess I'll go back to my piano. To be honest, it's better when you aren't playing. Yikes. Because he doesn't know how to play piano. This frigid culinary dungeon almost feels comfortable. Okay. That's kind of mean already. Later then. It's supposed to be like that though. 2 hours left on my shift. Wonder if we'll get any customers tonight. Just as I clear my throat. Do you know who I am? Oh my gosh, it's Shady! Also not, what's his name? Oh dear, I forgot his name. It's at the tip of my tongue. Forgot his name. I forgot his actual name. Who am I? No, but if you hum it, I can play it. Who I am, sorry. Frigid culinary dungeon has never been said before. Only a prosecutor like Christoph Gavin would say such things. Hence, he's the bad guy. Just kidding, I don't do requests. How about a different sort of request? You see, I play cards. Oh, a customer. I was just hoping someone would come in and save me from a night at the Keys. I seek a true competition. I have heard the Borscht Bowl Club, BBC, is the place for this. Now I see the rumor is true. And this is... oh no. Why did you bring him? Oh my gosh. Why is he here? Literally. And this is a friend of yours? Ah, don't mind me. I'm just your friendly neighborhood newsman. Ah, he will not be playing tonight. When his business is finished, I shall send him home. He wasn't even mentioned in the first case. I'm assuming we're back. It looks like my stream is running again. I am so sorry about that. Like I said, the internet decided to be crappy this whole week. And this is the result. Great start. We're only 20 minutes into the stream and it's already cut off. Wonderful. Sorry about that. Headline: Crazed newsman destroys innocent stream. He pretty much did, actually. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. This competition will be between us, no others. Anyways, I don't know where I was saying before that internet decided to cut my stream. I do have a follower goal at the moment. So 250 will get me to play a Legend of Zelda game. So if you're new, feel free to drop a follow. You'll get some follower emotes as well. Okay. The Right Talent Agency represents 2 artists, and I'm number 2. I play piano. Well, sort of. It's actually just a front for my real talent. Last I heard was he wasn't even mentioned last case. Okay, well that's fine, because I then went to talk about my follower goal. Thank you. Which is playing poker. Don't ask me how I got started. I don't remember. He's gambling. Oh no. Gambling? Why is it back to the topic? Hey, internet, if you want to just kind of stay good for like a few hours, that would be great. You're being a bit rude right now. Let's just keep it that way. But I'm good, real good. It didn't take long for the rumors to get around. Go to the BBC if you want a real game. That guy's never lost. People don't come to hear me tickle the ivory, they come to watch me play cards. I had a whole spiel with some students today about gambling, and it was a whole discussion to the point where I felt like I was being interrogated. Is this a seedy poker club? No, it's a restaurant. We don't play for high stakes. There's no money involved, but real players carry cash, and they're always thirsty. It's a handy source of income for the club owner. Then let's compete. I'll take you to the room. The hideout, yes, but before we go, yes, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Shady Smith, also known as Zach Grammary. That's the one. I knew it was a generic name, I couldn't remember it. Oh, and I'm Brushel, Spike Brushel, news reporter. Oh, I'm... No. Phoenix Wright. Huh? You must always look a man in the eye when you make your introductions. You still don't know who I am? Have we met? Ah! Today, in this courtroom, you cannot declare me guilty. What are you talking about? I am talking about this. Shazam! Oh wait, wrong superhero. My bad. Mr. Enigma! Oh yeah, I forgot his surname is Enigma. What a strange name. The defendant escaped! Find him, quick! No one asked Mr. Brushel. Yeah, who asked you? Shut up. Bailiff, close all exits from the building. On the double! He must not be allowed to escape. Escape. You can't be, but you're Zach Grammary? Yes, the reincarnation act of the century. Pity I have only an audience of one. You. Zach Grammary? This must be a bad dream. In a sense, this guy ruined my life. Oof. You there. Da? Oh, Olga's back. We will play soon. Ready the room. Da, I will be preparing the hideout for you. Okay, bye. Are you really him? The Zach Grammary? Now I am Shady Smith. Remember this. How many years has it been now? 6? In exactly 3 days from now, it will be 7. Wow. Someone's counting. 3 days? What? It's so exact. I caused you so much inconvenience, I fear. Yeah, you could say that. Is she well? Trucy, I mean? She's fine. I've got her working already. Hope you don't mind. I need hardly express my gratitude, but you have it. This is why I have come. That, and to settle a matter of cards. By which you mean poker? Those eyes. He's serious. I despise losing above all else, and so I have decided that I will win tonight, no matter what it takes. I know this guy's type, and they're dangerous. Ooh. Everything's about the competition. All else is secondary. Perhaps we should take this time to talk before we play. I know you have much to ask of me, and you, me, we, doobie doobie da da. I don't know what I'm saying. The meaning of competition. We competed that day 7 years ago too. Ah, yes. You must have been surprised. Called to the detention center out of the blue. 2. Oh. I thought it was gonna say 1, but I said 2 anyways. Showdown time. I lost. It's only a game of poker, a game I've played for a long time, and only lost twice. Who was the first? The man I... Bro, what is with my Wi-Fi? Why you do this to me? Aussie Wi-Fi, you suck. Phoenix lost your internet in a game of poker. You know, come to think of it, the school Wi-Fi today was really crappy, so it's definitely something to do with them. The Aussie internet. I am so sorry guys, this is gonna be a fun video for me to edit for YouTube. Anyways, I don't know where I cut off there. Anyways, some are hired, others fired. When you compete, you see a man's true nature. You know what I speak of. I know that you do. Trucy's power? Trucy? She's in a class of her own. Yeah, Phoenix is the reason why I lost the internet that time. First one was Brushwood, the second time was Phoenix. I don't know who's gonna be a third, and I'm hoping there's no third. For 7 years I've played poker here at the BBC, and I've never lost once. I'm good, but not that good. I win because whenever there's a big game, I bring in Trucy. Oh, here's the big reveal. And she sends me signals. He's cheating. Daddy, he's got a good hand. You might have a chance if you act quick. Better call him soon. Calling it now, Gavin. Either one. Oh dear. Prosecutor shows up. Oh, well, there goes the stream. See ya. Can you tell me what her power is? Judging a person's thoughts by reading their reactions is a staple of performance magic. But those of Trucy's line possess far greater skill. Her line? Recall you were the second man to whom I've lost. Magnifi Grammary. That was the first time I learned of this power, as you call it. Wait, so you're saying her power is genetic? A what? He has a good hand is quite the signal. Yeah, just imagine yelling that out. Oi! He's got a really good hand! You should play! That's just typical, like, kids playing cards, looking at each other's hands kind of thing. Or not really looking, peeking at someone's hand and being like, don't play this, don't play that. It's just in the grammary blood or something? Blood? Ooh. That's a lot of locks! Oh, there's only 3. I am sorry, but it is not something told lightly to outsiders, and it is nothing you need to know at this time. It's some kind of grammary secret then? Fine. Great, so we have something to unlock. She's 15 this year. She's still trying her best to follow in your footsteps, you know? I see. When I planned my disappearing act, it was the thought of her alone that gave me pause. Wait, you were planning on vanishing from the get-go? Yes, and for that, I must apologize. However, I could not be found guilty that day because of this. Oh, it's the secret page, I think. Is that the page that got ripped out? This? A transferal of rights. You see the signature? A transferal? That's Magnifi Grammary's signature, isn't it? It's just his name. How is that a signature? There's a difference between signed and signature. I hereby give all rights to the secrets, staging, and performance of my magic to the recipient named below. And the recipient's name is you, Zach Grammary. Yes, it is I. Wait, this page looks torn. You recall the diary, yes? Oh, there we go. Just remember that this case was when Phoenix got accused of forgery or forged evidence. So I think in the current case that we're going through, was it Clavier realized that it's the book that was the forged evidence, and I think this is the forged evidence, if my memory serves correctly. Take a close look. Take a close look. Note that a page has been clearly ripped out. As it just so happens, I have here what I believe to be the missing page. Oh, this is the fake one, I think. Wait, let me see that. How could I forget? That scrap of paper lost me my attorney's badge. This is the real page that was torn from the— oh, sorry. No, it was the page that was forged, not the book. Magnifi gave it to me that night. You could have told me this earlier, like 7 years earlier. Bit late. Just a bit late. Once again, I must apologize. It was all I could do to prepare for my escape from that courtroom. Transferal? The greatest of Magnifi Grammary's illusions are true art. As such, they are well protected by this document. Only its bearer may perform his illusions on stage. Sounds like a pretty important thing to have if you're his disciple. As the rightful heir to his art, I too wanted a rightful heir. Rightful? I'm sure you know who I chose as my successor. Your daughter. That is why I have restored to come here tonight. Brushel? Oh. Sir! Ah, here you go. Oh. The envelope. Huh. You guys can just admire Brushel's smile for a bit while I get another sip of water. Whoops. Okay. Ah, here you go. What's this? I keep banging my hand on my desk. A letter passing the rights. I have inherited it to Trucy. I would have you sign here as a witness, but I'm not a lawyer anymore. And you need a public notary besides. Ah, I may not look it, but I'm a certified notary. You are? By day, I wear notorious glasses and hunt for news. Also by day, I wear reporter's glasses and notarize. Okay. Sure. When I take off the glasses, I can't see very well. Okay, Brushall. Yep, okay. Your signature, please. This is the first reason I have come here tonight. There we go. So this is the thing that Phoenix handed over. And he said, no, don't open it. I finally figured it out. Now I know why you've come out of hiding only now. Me too, Brushall, me too. It's been 7 years, you said. Precisely. Oh, so think you can notarize too? There's a law that covers your situation. After 7 years, missing persons are considered to be legally deceased. So if someone was to vanish from face of the earth 7 years ago, they would lose all rights as a living person after 7 years from that day. Oh, that's why he's counting. That makes sense now. Not to mention all of their possessions. Exactly, which is why I am here. I risk showing my face in public for the sake of this document. Before my 7 years are up. You might say, I am securing my daughter's inheritance. But do you really need this document? Wouldn't Trucy inherit your estate automatically? Not in this case, I'm afraid. This case? Yes, I received the performance rights from Magnifi Grammary. However, this was done in secret without witnesses. Before Magnifi died, 2 potential successors to his repertoire were named. Myself, Zach Grammary, and Valiant Grammary. Not Trucy. I see. So you do need this document. I have known Brushall since before I vanished. He is a man I trust. Yeah, well, I don't trust him. So... you got a problem here, Zach. I don't trust the reporter. He looks like a freak for starters. Disgusting. Now only 3 know of my rebirth. I took the liberty of looking into Trucy's background and found you had no other close kin. It is as you say. Okay. Stream glitched and for a second you had to look at Brushall's face on Grammary's body. Never been more free. I am so sorry you had to see that. And I'm so sorry about the glitch. I was kind of hoping he'd say something about the mother at this point. Oh, true, we don't know who the mum is. Well, I do, but we're just gonna pretend we don't. I know everyone else, but Trucy's mother is a mystery. Well, actually, I guess we can pretty much assume or know who the mother is because of the photos and whatnot. Do we even have the photo? Nope. So, can you tell me about this then? Can you tell me about this, Mr. Wright? We met for the first time in 7 years and you offered me this, please. It wasn't a present. This guy's a hard sell. Probably won't get a rise out of him unless I show him something real interesting. Oh, there we go. This one. This person in the photo is Trucy's mother. How did you come by this? Trucy showed it to me. She said her mother was gone? Quotes. Then it is so. Huh? She is gone. What more is there to say? Lots? Ah, I know. Whoa, you're still here. Yeah, he's still there. According to my in-depth research, Trucy's mother Magnifi Grammary's only daughter. End quote. Ah. What? Magnifi's daughter? Is that true, Mr. Zach? Brushall, you say too much. Why am I the bad guy? Why? Oh, okay, we're just gonna quickly skim through that because we don't want to see this. Zach decked him. In any case, Mr. Wright, this discussion is over. Talissa Grammary, she's the most mysterious of the whole lot. I need to gather me some more evidence clearly. Well, the prelude may have been longer than the main attraction. Shall we begin our game? My final competition. Final? Why? As you said, I have come out of hiding today to make this document legally binding. Once that is done, I shall slip once more underground. Without seeing your daughter? It would be best if I did not. 7 years ago we played. 7 years ago, I lost. I already lost to Magnifi. I do not care to lose another. And I've heard that you never lose. It's just a rumor. Yes, for it is impossible to never lose, unless one has an ace up one sleeve. Get it? Ace up one sleeve? Gives up the first case. Get it? As a magician, it causes me no end of irritation. To think a mere lawyer might be out there pulling the wool over so many eyes. Hey, I just signed your document for you. Maybe you could try lightening up? That was that. This is this. For my final competition, I will destroy your perfect record, Phoenix Wright. This will be my final performance. You are warned. This guy's beyond serious. So much for a fun evening of cards. Brushel, you may leave. Wait, what was he there? Was he just there to witness the signing? What? He was just there to witness... Okay. But it's your last game. I mean, what a scoop. I punch and I punch, but still, it is not enough. I just remembered a future prior engagement. Toodles, gentlemen. Oh, and nice meeting you, Piano Man. Piano Man. Michael Jackson. Or something like that. Oh gosh, I'm gonna get ridiculed. I forgot who sings it. Is it Piano? No. Who sings Piano Man? Oh my gosh, I'm blanking out. Someone's just gonna be like, you idiot. This man just shows up after ruining your life to ruin your life again. I respect it. Pretty much. Then let us begin. Dealer? Da? You will be witness to our competition. Da. It is honor for me. Why haven't I seen her around here before? Cause she's a scam! Ah, that reminds me. I saw a familiar face as I entered this restaurant. Oh, you mean the twin? Yeah, that's not the twin that you were remember. He did not seem to notice me, however. Gavin, I believe his name was. Oh, I just kind of reworded that sentence, but still made sense. Billy Joel, thank you. I was like, that doesn't sound right. Thank you, it's Billy Joel. I don't know why my brain went to Michael Jackson. I think I was thinking Man in the Mirror, but I knew it wasn't that, so whoops. You know him? After a fashion? Listen, Phoenix Wright. One can learn much from a true competition. Remember this. The Grammary Power. I was close to understanding it, but I needed more. And I knew where to get it. Trucy's mother. I need to meet that reporter again, that was clear. Oh gosh dang it. And one other thing. From the moment my final competition with Zach began that night, a name was running through my head. The name of a man now in prison. Gavin! A name Zach Grammary knew, but how and why? Okay, so we're returning to this later. Oh my goodness me. What a jail cell this is. Solitary cell 13. This is quite eccentric. Wow, isn't this an unexpected surprise? No, Phoenix, you don't need to meet the reporter. Surely there are other ways. Yeah, there's definitely more than one reporter out there that doesn't look like a freak and has a toothbrush in his pocket and cleans his glasses with the toothbrush. What errand brings you down to my cramped confines? Gavin? Oh, this is after, the first case. There we go. Please the actual way. Is this your idea of revenge, Phoenix Wright? Revenge for the events that took away your attorney's badge 7 years ago? My past is like my logic, straight and true. Nothing's changed. All I did was point the finger of justice in the proper direction. Fine. I'm glad we could have this little I still don't know how to say that. Tea, something like that. Right? You look well, Phoenix, right? You too, Gavin. Ooh, this is nice music. Gavin's murder. Life has been full of surprises for both of us. I've no doubt you never expected to lose that attorney's badge of yours. I'll bet you never expected to wind up here. Shady Smith was the name of the man you killed. Did you know who he really was? Who he was? Zach Gramery, you know, the defendant. I remember him, of course. Whoa, that face has just gone evil. He gets a comfy chair and an entire bookshelf in his cell. Yeah, did you notice that there's no bed? Like, where's the bed? Surely this cell isn't that big. And a pet bird! That bird looks fake though. If you look real close, it looks like it's just something colored in. Or like some paper bird that's just stuck in there. But you say Smith was Zach? Impossible. Don't even try to tell me it was a coincidence. What did I just say? Life is full of surprises, don't you think? After that trial, you were arrested and found guilty, but your motive was never made clear. A mistake I plan to remedy. You're not an attorney anymore, Phoenix, right? What possible conclusion do you think this investigation of yours can lead to? I killed a man named Smith with a bottle because I am an evil human being. Yes, you are. Glad to know that. Glad to know that we are both on the same page. Isn't that enough? Not for me, it isn't. I need to know why you did it, Gavin. Let's go reason first. Okay, I just wanted to make sure the internet didn't cut off my stream again. We are still there, but it's gonna be a bit glitchy. You didn't just brain a guy with the juice bottle for no reason. Tell me why you did it. Persistent, aren't you? I came here because I remembered something. The night of our game. Zach Gramery mentioned your name, Gavin. Oh, that reminds me, I saw a familiar face as I entered this restaurant. He did not seem to notice me, however. Gavin, I believe was his name. After that, he was killed, and I asked you to help me, because I remembered your kindness back when everyone had turned on me. I seem to be in a bit of trouble. Something like that. Dead. Someone hit him. Hard. Me? Please, the cops should be here any minute. You're in your hands, should it come to that. To be fair, with a look like that he gave you earlier, I totally believe I'm just evil. I'm just pure evil. Tee hee hee. Do like the cheese face, you know, like the teeth going like ee. I have to know. Why did you kill Shady Smith? No. Zach Gramery. Oh, there we go. Oh dang, 5 locks! And they're different. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Bollocks. Whoa, I've never seen psych locks like these. Dark, cold, full of despair. Can I even unlock these things? Nope. Something wrong, right? No, it's nothing. You shouldn't push yourself so hard. Life is to be taken easy, you know. Oh, says the guy that just bottled a man. That wasn't there before. On the table. Where did that come from? He's doing his nails. He's doing his nails? What? 7-year-old case. You recall that case 7 years ago? Ah yes, the trial where Zach Gramarye pushed his famous Vanishing Act. My brother won his fair share of praise and adoration for that trial, as I recall. Genius prosecutor reveals crooked attorney, wasn't it? Oh, was it? That was when I met you, wasn't it? Was it now? Bar Association Review Board voted unanimously, for the strictest punishment. Unanimous, save for one dissenting opinion. Yours. With a sound like that, he sure is taking it easy. Isn't that normal? Well, normal for most fictional stories where if they get like a fancy cell, they're just like, yeah, I'm evil, but check out my cell. It's like got books and a shelf and a chair, a computer, I don't know, something like that. It was my brother who was responsible for putting you in that position after all. For 7 years we've been friends, and yet I still don't understand you. But right, your friendship towards me was never pure. You suspected me then as you still do now, don't you? Honestly, right now, I'm not sure what I think. Okay, so we can't really do anything with you. So we'll come back to you later. Or not. Because I can't do anything here. Can I do anything back here? I don't think so. Let's just check back here. I've got to be honest, I forgot what I was even doing here. Why? This is the problem when I haven't streamed for like 2 weeks. I forget what I was doing here. Have I examined this? What's this painting here? Ah, that's one of mine. It's an illustration for a book. Not on sale yet, of course, but I thought it might be good business. As a father, I'd like to be able to put food on my daughter's table. Not a bad feeling I know anything about. Not a feeling I know anything about. At least not yet. I can't click the book, the paint. Paints are scattered all around, probably the ones he's currently using. There's something very artistic about a messy room. Not that this is anything compared to my room, or office. I guess that would make my office a masterpiece. Okay, Phoenix, don't get ahead of yourself. A diary? No. Oh, I can open it. I never examined it now that I just realized. The ripped out page. Now I see that everything has been a setup. Also, I would present forged evidence to the court. Okay, I guess that's it. The locket. Anything about the locket? So this is Tracy's mother, Talissa. She's pretty. I can picture her on stage with Zach. Still, she looks like a down-to-earth type too. I guess Tracy takes after her. Okay. This is a bit problematic. Let's... Oh, I still have the detention center. What's back here? Oh, you. Right. Let's see how this goes. Oh, you have 4. The trick up his sleeve. I'm flying by the seat of my pants on this one. There must be a path leading from the evidence to the truth. and that's what I'm going to find. To ask someone to take a life, even one not long for this world, that's asking someone to commit murder. Yes, our mentor was fond of dramatic moves and dramatic finales. And he got his wish. His life was taken. What weakness could be so powerful as to coerce someone into committing murder? I guess it was a matter of life or death. Care to explain? Your troupe lived in a world of showmanship. The flashier, the better. And flashy so often means danger, doesn't it? Let us make this as painless as possible. If you have proof of this danger, then show it. Do I have proof? Proof of this danger. Is it this one? I know I just analyzed it, but I just need to check because it did have stuff written on it. Could be this. Not sure. This is all presented in court, so it's not. I think it's this. No, it's not. This is your idea of danger. You don't agree, Mr. Valiant. If you want my opinion, I would say there is something far, far more dangerous, and that is you. Okay. No, it's not that. It's a little early for me to be making mistakes. Think deadly, and what's more deadly than a fatal accident? That could be the source of all Grammary's problems. I don't think it's the gun. I'm gonna stop. Maybe it's time to do a little more legwork. Okay, maybe not. I can't figure out anything in the studio. Unless I'm missing something. She doesn't know. I think I just made her nervous. I need something to grab her attention, but what? I'm just kind of presenting everything at this point. No? Okay, so yeah, it's definitely something I need to get later. I'm stuck with locks. This is annoying. Can I do anything here? Oh, he's only got 3, so it shouldn't be that hard. I don't think. Primary secret. I have to know more about this power of Trucy's. It's like she can see right into people's minds. The first time I saw her do it, it blew my mind. And after you were done having your blind blown, you took her to play cards with you. Gotta use the resources at hand, I always say. Yet I myself has no such power. But Trucy does. Why's that? Maybe Trucy got her power from her mother? Talissa Grammarly? I will not speak of that. Talissa is officially missing, correct? And I think I know why you don't want to talk about her. Okay, I definitely don't have info on this. Where do I go? Wait. Yeah, I don't have any info. What is the locks on you? Can I present anything? Oh, actually... Nah, he's not gonna say anything. Yeah. Okay, let's just see what this looks like. Oh, I can't even break it. Huh. I can't even... Okay. Let's just have a look-see. Oh, what's that? That envelope's been bothering me since I came in here. It's not nice to peek at other people's mail. You get mail here in jail? That I do, though they read it first apparently. Still, I am allowed the pleasure of correspondence. Packages and the like are a different matter, however. Looks like sneaking a peek is out of the question. Okay. The hand? You're thinking what self-respecting man would use nail polish? Yes. Not really. I know appearances are a big thing with you. You know what I say? One cannot live a beautiful life without beautiful nails. First rate in all things, except nothing less. That certainly does look like first-rate nail polish. I like the sparkly bottle. That's a bottle? That's a huge bottle! Oh my goodness! It's a very intricate one as well. It's crystal. If you're so drawn to it, please have one. It's on me. Oh! Okay. Oh, it's gone now. Nice roses. You taking care of this one here? Ah, yes. She's surprisingly delicate, you know. Just rip it apart. Who's delicate now? Requires careful tending, but she is my best friend, as they say. Best? Come on now, I'm starting to feel bad for you. Oh? Of course, she's known to bite if handled roughly. Get it? Because she's a rose and roses have thorns. Your rose bites? Oh my gosh, Phoenix. Never mind. I was speaking of the photo next to the rose. My retriever. Vongel. Cute but feisty. Every dog has its thorn. I'm pretty sure I clicked the rose, but okay. Okay, so go back here. Here. Then this. Oh, no? Ah. Fine. Could have sworn it was that. Never mind. I'm going back to Gavin. It's strange, you know. Here I am in solitary, and yet the books keep piling up. Looks like you've got more than books up there. Ah, yes, my collection. I have a few friends on the prison staff. They show me a little kindness. Just a little. There's quite a lot for a little. That's some chair. Just looking at it makes me want to take a seat. You'd probably have to add a whole digit to the price of one of my office chairs. In here, a comfortable chair is the most valuable thing in the world. You'd have to add 2 digits to the price of the standard prison issue chair for this. Those prison chairs don't look so bad either. Maybe I could redecorate. Okay. Guess there's nothing else for you, unless... Nope. We are in quite a pickle right now. Sorry, just give me a minute. Got a message. Give me a minute. I can't believe I'm stuck already. Also, it probably doesn't help the fact that I haven't played this in like weeks, so my brain is like, what are you doing? Okay. Alright. Yeah, I feel like it's definitely something to do with the girl. We'll try here again. I must have missed something. Oh, I totally forgot about this section. Oh my goodness. Okay, well this clarifies things. Maybe I'll just sidle over here for a closer look. Sidle? That's a word. Oh look, it's the stamp. That's an awfully small frame. What's that inside it? A stamp? Ah, please don't touch that. I'll get in trouble. That stamp belongs to Vera, you see. She always puts it somewhere she can see it. That's Zack and Valent, the Grammarys, isn't it? The post office issued that commemorative stamp last year, when the Grammarys were at the height of their popularity. Not anymore, now that one of them has vanished off the face of the earth. Okay. Vera went to see one of their shows when she was quite small. She's been a dedicated fan ever since. She watched them every time they came on TV, until the end. I see. That stamp's quite hard to come by, I hear. I still wonder how she got her hands on it. Okay, we finally have something. Okay. We're getting there, guys. We're getting somewhere. This is you and Vera? Yes, we took that one quite recently. I know, I'm a painter. Why not paint a portrait instead? I've never been that good at people, unfortunately. Ah, right. Shouldn't you practice? Practice makes perfect. That's a pretty bottle. Ah, don't touch that please. I'll get in trouble. Again, it belongs to Vera, you see. She always puts it somewhere she can see it. She looks at it often. There's a light pink fluid inside. Nail polish, I'm guessing? Okay, this is the letter. What's this red envelope? Ah, don't touch that. That's, it's quite important. The painter's face just changed hues. Guess I'd better behave, though it's tempting to just grab it. So many envelopes. Okay. So I'm assuming now that we have the stamp, I can probably show it to her. And then there's this. I don't know where that conversation was continuing from. My stamp. Hey, she spoke. She can talk. Yeah, so this stamp. How can I keep her talking? Great magicians, aren't they? I should have just stuck with the other ones just to see what they were, but we're out of time. We're running out of time. Isn't Troop Grammary amazing? Ah. Yes? Oh. I especially like those two, Zack and Valent. I mean, they're just so magical. Aren't they? Aren't they? Yeah, whenever I go to one of their shows, I'm like, whoa, magic, you know? Me too, I love them, they're so cool. It's like magic, yeah. Alright, she's talking. Not saying much, but it's a start. I went and saw them with Father the other day. The opening ceremony at the Grammary Museum of Magic. The Grammary Museum? They have one of those? Guess it makes sense now that they have their own commemorative stamp. So, have you been to one of their shows? Just once, when I was little, with Father. The Grammary's on stage. It was like a dream. Disappearing, reappearing, cutting apart, putting back together, they do it all. Yeah. Maybe you can keep telling me stuff like this. You know, about Zack and Valent maybe? Oh, sure. Alright. Better get asking before she changes her mind. How old is she here? She's 12. Phoenix be gaslighting right now. Oh, they cleared everything up. Oh. I guess I can actually talk to her now. We'll do the stamp first. They're the best in the world. Huh? Oh, you mean Troop Gamery? Of course. Father gave it to me. Your father? But I asked him about it. He didn't know how you got it. Oh. I guess I just took it. Yeah. Took it? Father got a letter from that person. That person? You mean that letter was from the client? Oh, we talked about the Grammarys forever that day. I'm sure that's why I was sent this stamp. I didn't want to just send it back, so I took it. They're a sneaky one, this client. But they were trying to get on her good side. Sent from the real client. Okay. I don't go outside much. I like to paint in here. Why don't you like the outside? There's bad people out there. There sure are. Facts. Well, true, but there are lots of good people too. Actually, I should tell you. She was almost kidnapped once. Oh. Kidnapped? Since then, she's been... well, you can see for yourself. She refuses to leave the house. I see. Wait, but that doesn't make sense. She said she went to the Grammary Museum. With you, in fact. Ah, yes, actually, she was quite insistent on it, much to my surprise. That was the first and last time she expressed such a desire to me. That person gave me a good luck charm. A good luck charm? For when I absolutely had to go outside. Yes, apparently she received something. A gift. Not the nail polish, is it? From that client, actually. She won't tell me what it is. Oh, well, okay. Father, I told you to keep that a secret. From that client, huh? This I have to hear about. No forgeries. So your father tells me you're good at painting all sorts of things. I really like painting. A lot. Father's always very happy when I paint them exactly the same. So you did this too? Oh yes, that was my first job. Your first? All I used to do was paint the same thing I saw. But this was totally different. The pen slips and the way the writer... Wait, the pen slips and the way the writer held the pen and the pressure on the nib. This is so specific and so detailed for a 12-year-old to see. What? I had to use a microscope and analyze it on the computer. What? She seems happy. Odd. Her work was the last nail in the Grammary coffin. I guess no one told her. Yeah. The dude's dead. So you met the person that asked you to do this job? And you talked with them? Was this about a good luck charm you received? I can't talk about it. Eh? If I do, it won't work anymore. That's what I was told. Yeah, but I really have to know. Ah, there we go. Oh, 2. Okay. Right, time to do some psych unlocking. I haven't saved in a while. Let's try it and see what she's asking. The client. You seem to trust this client quite a lot, in fact. Because they gave you the stamp? No, that's not why. They listened to me, to my problem. The problem that keeps her inside all the time? Don't go outside if you don't want to. Wow. What a choice. That's what they told me. But when I absolutely have to go out, all I had to do was use a good luck charm. A good luck charm? That your client gave you? I think I know what your client might have given you, actually. Is this your good luck charm? I feel like it's this. It is, okay. This was what they gave you, wasn't it? Ah, the same bottle's over there on your desk. Your good luck charm, right? Okay, I heard once. Cosmetics were once thought to ward off evil. Who said that? I've never heard such a thing. This is a magic bottle. It has the power. Ah, of course it does. I'll just refrain from commenting anymore on that one. I think I know who gave you that bottle actually. There we go. The one who asked you to do this job. Was it this client? Gavin! This man is a friend of mine. Know him? His name is Christoph Gavin. He's a lawyer actually. I promised not to tell. There we go. Okay. Finally! Progress! I'm sorry, I can't talk about the client, I promised. And if I break my promise, the spell won't work. I don't need to name him anymore, I got my answer. I'm pretty confident in this charm then. I think they might be the devil. Huh? Or maybe an angel. What do you mean? I saw it, or I think I saw it, when they gave me this. Maybe I should examine the bottle. I saw the devil's face. Are you saying that the client's face looked like the devil's? He did give us the evil face earlier. No, the client was gentle, with a gentle smile. No, he's not. So, where'd you see this devil then? It was so quick. I don't remember it well. But that was when I knew that person wasn't like the other people. That's why I believed in my good luck charm. I'm not sure what this devil she saw was, but it's pretty clear that Christoph Gavin has her charmed. Well, I think that's all. I'll be leaving now. I am sorry for what happened. If you want to apologize, try my client, Zach Gramery. Did I do something bad? What makes you think that? Your eyes, they're sad. Very sad. I'll put my smile next time I come, promise. I hope to see you smile then too, Vera. Oh, okay. Take care. Okay, so we're done here. Thinking back on my first encounter with the young forger, I witnessed something of vital importance that day. Of course, by the time I realized it, it was already too late. Okay. So that's done. Where do I go now? It's not... I don't think it's the detention center. There's something here I can go to? No. Ugh, nothing I can do here, and nothing I can do here. Maybe I do have to go back to the center. I feel like that first one might have been the pistol, and I'm just doubting myself. I'm gonna try the pistol, because that one makes probably more sense. Just gonna zoom through this. The pistol! Let's try that. Oh, it is the pistol. I should have just done that first. Gosh dang it. Why, that's one of ours. Specially designed for your show, I gather. A single bullet, one shot. What are you suggesting? We're magicians, Mr. Wright, not murderers. I'm not crying murder, Mr. Valent. I'm crying something far more tragic. An accident. Okay. Zack and Valent's quick draw shoot him. How long has it been since those shots were last heard? Was the shoot-in cancelled because someone might get hurt? Of course. What other reason could there be? Well, it could have been cancelled because someone has already been hurt, or had already been hurt. Fascinating, my Forstician foraging friend. But tell me, what can you prove with a single pistol? Well, tell me what would have happened if there had been an accident. What if one of your bullets took a life on stage? The performance of magic is not concerned with what-ifs. It is concerned with precision. Precisely whom do you claim we shot? Looks like I've chosen the right path. Let's just hope he walks it with me. A life was sacrificed so that the show might go on, and this shows who it was. It's definitely Talissa, but is it the locket then? Let's try the locket. Okay, but that's Zach Gramarie's wife and Trucy's mother. Talissa, I believe, was her name. Ah, Alakazam! But how can you say this? How can you say she was struck by one of our bullets? Still in denial mode, eh? Talissa was at the greatest risk of being shot, and this clearly shows just how much in danger she was. And this? Okay. Troop Gramarie's performances were very, very popular. So popular, they even made a commemorative stamp at the height of your fame. We were not merely the latest craze, we were an age, a golden age. It's all here on this stamp. There's Talissa, yes? Rack! Trucy's mother is missing, I hear. What happened to her? I don't know. We got one more. A part of his memory is still locked up. There is one thing you're failing to address. What's that? As you say, our troop was a world unto itself. If our leader, Magnifi, was so inclined, he could hide anything he wished with ease. But, Mr. Wright, then he would have hid a crime, making him an accomplice. Not a great foundation for blackmail. Valence got a point. One of the troop members died in an accident and Magnifi covered it up. His innocence would come into question. Found the right address, Mr. Wright? It's so close. There has to be something. About how Talissa's death could affect Zach and Valence's relationship with Magnifi. Well, we already established that she's the daughter. I see in your eyes. You still have something to say. How can you possibly prove more than you already have? I'll prove why Talissa's accident tied your hands so completely. With the... I don't think we have evidence, so person? It's going to take a little knowledge of the players to crack this one. The accidental death of Zach's wife tied both your hands, and this information proves why Magnifi's held so much power over you. Yeah, there you go. The daughter. It's got the details about her being the daughter. Okay. It wasn't a question of who shot Talissa. Talissa herself was the problem. What do you mean? She was Zach Gramarie's wife, Trucy's mother, and Magnifi Gramarie's only daughter. Erk. There was a terrible accident, and the two of you killed your mentor's only daughter. If that wasn't the key to Magnifi's power over you, I don't know what was. It was an accident. Look at all the bunnies. Hello, little bunnies. Oh, okay. There's no proof? Not at all. But Talissa went missing, and your mentor blackmailed both of his disciples. Oh, okay. There's the connection. Okay. That makes sense now. It doesn't take a genius to put one and one together. Ours was a complex family. You mean Troop Gramarie? The master, Magnifi Gramarie, his only daughter, and his two disciples. That does sound like a recipe for disaster, doesn't it? Do not be tempted into faulty flights of fancy. Yes, there was an accident, but that is all it was, an accident. Zack and Valent's tour de force. The guns blaze, the bullets fly straight toward that beautiful body on stage. And then crash, zing, pow, into everything but her. Now that is magic. It happened one day when we were practicing. Same trick, with a new twist. And tragedy. Oh, dang. That is quite a scene. But as for whose bullet shot Talissa's life, we shall never know the answer. Talissa disappeared from our lives, and Zack was bereft of his wife. Tracy lost her mother, and Magnifique his daughter. And that led to blackmail, I take it. It is all part and parcel of the darkness that comes when the curtain falls. Oh my gosh, new topic? The darkness. Why did Magnifique Gramarye try to cover up the accident? It was his own daughter who died. All I can say is it was a critical time for Troop Gramarye. A passing of the torch from Magnifique to Zack and Valent. We all sacrificed so that it might be a success. Talissa's death was the greatest sacrifice of all. Yet, even when her life was extinguished, her presence was not. What do you mean? In time, we, myself and Zack, found we could no longer oppose Magnifique's wishes. Magnifique forced us to perform his art for his benefit. I see. I guess I can understand. I mean, he did lose his only daughter. But do you not find cowardice in his action? Eh? To decide to hide the truth of your own daughter's death is one thing, but then to hang that death as a guillotine above our heads? Things were dark behind the scenes in the Troop Gramarye, that's for sure. Does Trucy know? She was not told, naturally. Who would want to know that their father might have taken their mother's life? True. I had not thought of that accident for a very long time. I'm sorry to dredge up old memories, but this has helped a lot. Not to find Magnifique's slayer, I should think. True. Ah. After that accident, there was one who came sniffing quite persistently. Oh? Someone else? A reporter? He called himself a newsman at the time. Oh. Brushall. Often I spied him lurking about the dressing room doing his research. Would you happen to remember his name? Was his name... sorry, I have forgotten. But in the course of his interviewing, he became quite close to my partner, Zack. I liked him not. I see. His name? I do not recall, but his scent, the cloying aroma of mint. Yes, whenever he smiled, which was not far too often. I see. Thanks for your help. It does no good to interfere with the past, Mr. Wright. Oh, well, we're doing it now, so a bit late for that. You will not uncover answers, only wounds. I'm sorry. I had begun to notice a dark curtain hanging over Troop Gramarye, and I began to realize what I had to do. I had to protect Trucy from that darkness. The reporter he mentioned, the newsman. I never learned who that was at the time. Though I've got a pretty good idea who it is now. That smell and the sickly sweet smell of mint. The last floss thin thread connecting Zack Gramarye to this world. Sooner or later, I'd have to track him down. Oh boy. Who would have thought that dude would have been the connection for everything? Oh hey, oh, 2 new locations. Okay. We'll go here first. Back to the studio! Oh. Well, this was not the person I was expecting to see. Then again, I don't know who else it was supposed to see, so... Well. What do we have here? Remember me? Of course I remember you. Journalist meets ex-attorney in bar, end quote. Oh my gosh, we're doing the end quote stuff again. ask what you're doing here? Mr. Mishem was poisoned and his daughters... Oh yes, I know. Oh, how I know. Yes. It's caused me no end of grief, to be honest. Journalist wishes he tracked down case just a little quicker, end quote. Were you on the trial of this case the whole time? Zach Gramery was a good friend. Zach said that... Zach said something to that effort... Oh my gosh, I can't read. Zach said something to that effect back at the Borscht Bowl Club. What a character. What a man. A little... No. A lot. No. Extremely rough around the edges. Do you think I could ask you a few questions? Oh, you serious? I mean, I'm usually the interviewer, not interviewee. Journalists ask questions, not other way around. End quote. Fine, shoot, I don't care. People have been asking me all sorts of things lately. Yep. Like, why do you have to smile so big? It was tragic what happened to Drew Mishem and his daughter. Forgery is a serious crime and they paid the price. You know what they really did to them though, don't you? Yes, a forged diary page. The night I interviewed him, I found something out about Mr. Mishem I had known. What's that? You know, he's always felt like he was being watched. Every day for 7 years. Walls have ears, potatoes have eyes. End quote. The walls have ears? I've heard. Potatoes have eyes? I have not. What? Being watched? You mean he felt guilty? No, I'm not talking about feelings here. You know, I felt watched too. The whole time I've been on this case, no less. Journalist gets tingly sensation on back of neck, freaks out, end quote. Because you felt guilty? Why would I feel guilty? You felt like you were being watched, huh? I wonder what that all means. Paranoia? Huh. Drew Mishem felt like he was being watched, and you along with him. You sure it wasn't just nerves? Nerves? No, it's nothing so mundane. I stopped paying attention to my nerves a long time ago. Yeah... Okay. But I felt it too. Journalist sure he is being watched, end quote. Don't you wonder why Zach Gramery got rubbed out after 7 years? Right after coming into contact with me? He completely vanishes from that courtroom. Then, for 7 years, he talks to no one, not a soul. Then, just as the remaining time was almost up, he contacts me in order to have this made. And then, he dies. Starting to put the pieces together, are we? And you being watched this whole time. Maybe not just me, maybe you were too. Me? Zach Gramery. I met Zach through that case actually. You mean the shooting of Magnifi Gramery? No, before that. It's not widely known. The shooting? Yep. You mean the accident during the quick draw shooting practice? My, you're well informed. You should have seen me back then. I dug up quite the scoop. I wanted it all. Money, fame, women, a little puppy. I don't know about the third part, but the money, fame, and a little puppy works. All for me. I was younger then, and my days and nights smelled of fresher mint than they do now. Oh, that's gross to think about. Valiant Gramery did mention one particularly nosy reporter. In fact, I was on close speaking terms with Magnifi Gramery at the time. I knew his daughter too, of course. Talissa, was it? Really? Then Talissa disappeared, quite suddenly at that. And Magnifi wouldn't say a word about it. Yeah, my evil habit got the better of me. Journalist catches scent of a scoop, goes on feeding frenzy. End quote. I set up a one-on-one interview with Talissa's husband, see? Zach Gramery. Something strange was in the air over the troop Gramery in those days. The whole screwy mentors controlling disciples scene started by then, I'm guessing. Talissa, she was part of it all, right? Come on, you can tell me, off the record. Sorry, I don't know. Anyway, I kept prying and eventually became friends with Zach. What a weird way to make friends. Sure, he punched me once or twice, or 5 times. How are you still alive? Surely he didn't punch that softly. Right? The man on his size. But over time, he came to see me as his confidant. Confidant? Confident. Potato, potato. He's been waiting this whole time. 7 years, eh? Waiting? For his big comeback, of course. A big revival of the Magnifique miracle. Of course, it was all a dream. Because of this. The performance rights. In the absence of any official documents, he was golden. Who's to say the old man didn't give his rights to both Zack and Valiant? So Valiant waited until Zack died. Legally, at least. The time finally comes and Valiant's like a kid on Christmas morning. He's getting ready for his show at the Sunshine Coliseum, you know? If that document sees the legal light of day, it's going to put a bit of a damper on the big show. He's a sorry one, that Valiant Grammary. Lost out to his partner at work, and in love too. Oh my gosh, what a surprise! It's a love triangle. Love. It's the same old story, really. 2 disciples and their mentor's only daughter. What has 3 sides and all of them pointy? A love triangle. That's pretty classic. When you're in a performing troupe, that's your world. It's like family. One with an entire high school's worth of drama, intrigue, and backstabbing. And in the middle of it all, this Talissa as Trucy. And then she dies. Need to find out more about this Talissa. Can I present her locket? Mr. Brushel, do you know this person? Do I know that person? Of course! I was friends with Zack, after all. He hit me a few times, 5 times actually. But still, I'd never forget his wife, Talissa Grammary. Magnifique Grammary's only daughter. Do you think you could tell me more about her? Well, why the heck not? Oh, that was easy. So, Talissa married Zack and had Trucy, see? It was her 2nd marriage, actually. 2nd. Okay. So I'm just gonna come clean with this. I know the 1st marriage, but I'm not gonna say anything else. You mean she was divorced? I hadn't heard this one before. Not quite. Her late husband was a performer too. Apparently he died during some gig. Tragic, really. They had only been married 1 year. I didn't know. Ah, but she was a beauty. I still carry a portrait photo of her around, you know. Why? Why would you... Okay. I've known Trucy since she was a little thing too. She got the better deal, really. She's got you for family, after all. What do you mean? Just reminiscing, you know. Talissa has another child besides Trucy. End quote. Let's just go back to the photo. I don't have it. Is he gonna give it to me? What? But Trucy said she was an only child. Ah, yes. This one she had with her previous husband. Previous husband? The 1st husband who died during the performance? Yep, they had themselves a kid. Another orphan now. That's another one who slipped through the cracks. No idea where they are. Talissa had another child? Do you think I could borrow that photo? Sure, I can be generous on occasion, you know. Let's just have a look at this photo. Oh. I won't need this locket anymore. Better return it to Trucy before I forget. People at events all get tangled together and get bigger and bigger. Bigger and bigger. What the heck? Don't you think? I was too busy wondering about bigger to listen to what you were saying. That was just me. Sometimes you just gotta accept that you won't be able to untangle it all, I think. Maybe so, but still, I have to do what I can. And I have to tell what I find to those who come next. Next, you say? I'm not the one who will close the curtain on this little play. Apparently that's not my role anymore. Are we done with him? Magnify. I was just wondering what Magnify would think of all this. What do you mean? Haven't you seen it in Trucy? She's got his power. Okay, we're going back to the whole power talk again. You mean how I can't lie to Trucy? It was the same with Magnify, and with his daughter, Talissa. It's a strange thing. You think it's some grammary gene? Magnify told me once, back when Zack married Talissa, he said Zack had good eyes. But not good like a Grammary's eyes, not that good. I wonder if Zack ever played a game of poker with his wife. Who knows what the Grammary secret was? Maybe nobody, now that Zack's gone. That Grammary. Oh my gosh, thank goodness we're done with him. The plot has finally begun to reveal itself. It sprouted from a warp in the Grammary fabric and grew, swallowing everything, wrapping itself around the Grammary's power. Oh my gosh. Are we done seeing this dude? Power which passed from Magnify Grammary to Talissa to the next generation. And I would once again need to meet Zack. The one who bridged it all together. Okay, so now we go back to the borscht? By the sounds of it. Alright, Zack. Let's see. I have to know more about this power, yada yada yada. Well, speak of that, Talissa is officially missing, correct? And I think I know why you don't want to talk about her. Is it one of these two? I feel like it's one of these two. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I don't know which one to go with. Let's go. Oh, wait. What is it? Talissa's officially missing, correct? And I think I know why you don't want to talk about her. It has something to do with the accident, but... Something about the accident. Then I could probably go with the gun again. Let's try the gun. Oh, it works. The three of you were a team once. Not that the entire country doesn't already know this. I probably could have presented the stamp. Oh well. At your peak, you were the biggest stars around. Yet, there's another story behind the fame, one that not many know. Talissa lost her life during a rehearsal. To you and Valiant Grammary's bullets. It was an accident. It wasn't me. How could I shoot my dear Talissa? I'm sure Valiant would have said the same thing. Why, it's just like another murder I might mention. Damn you. Her eyes. I love Talissa's eyes. Beautiful eyes. To think they could read my mind was frightening. Yet there was a warmth in them that felt like an embrace. She is dead, and Magnify Grammary has joined her. But the only one with her power left now is Trucy? Mr. Zack? I do not know. I don't need any power to see through that one, buddy. Liar! So there's someone else, someone other than Trucy, someone who inherited Talissa's power. Are you guys seeing the connection now? Let's just bring up the photo to remind you what she's wearing. We see it? Made the connection? Okay. Huh? How would I know? My chances are slim. It would take a miracle to learn the truth. Or maybe one has already occurred. There is someone else with the power, and I know who. Pilo! This boy? His name is... I forget. Something weird. Oh, that's funny. Because this is before the case, the first case. Who could he be? An attorney. Attorney? I noticed him when I went to visit a friend's law offices. So, what are we to make of this, old great ex-attorney? You can show me pictures of strange boys all you like. You could at least say something like, I'm this boy, I could use a laugh. Perhaps you wouldn't laugh if you knew the facts. This might not be 100% proof, but it's close. There's a link between this boy and Talissa. Actually, it's more of a ring. What a Phoenix pulling out the puns right now. A ring. Perhaps this will refresh your memory. I just so happen to have evidence showing this missing link. Portrait? Yep. Actually, I know something. I thought it was the portrait, but I wasn't sure, but I just went with it anyways. Luckily it was. Your marriage to Talissa was her second. How did you know this? Her first husband. He died a year after they were wed, yes? He was a performer. They met when he joined us Grammarys as a guest in our show. After Talissa wed him, she left the troupe for a while. And you say she had a child then? I have a photograph of her here. I couldn't help notice what she was wearing when I first saw this. Ah, you think? You don't say. Those bracelets stand out. They are a Grammary family heirloom. This boy wears a bracelet just like the ones in the picture. What? So, that's why. Why what, Mr. Zack? I took this photograph of Talissa before she left us. When she returned, she wore only one bracelet. I bet I know where that other one went. She gave it to this boy. Her son. Oh my gosh, Trucy and Apollo are half siblings. What? Mind-boggling. Who would have seen that coming? Or seen that coming, rather. This strange power, I myself do not know from where it comes. Although, fun fact, when I played this game the first time, I knew they were like, I was like, oh cool, they're siblings, but I was like, in my head, I was like, where's the family tree? Because I clearly wasn't reading properly then. But then, yeah, I was like, oh, they're half siblings. Makes sense now. But yeah. I don't know if they made it that obvious in the beginning though. Since, you know, they were like, oh my gosh, Trucy can reveal things, yada yada yada, and then she knew about Apollo's power. So I'm wondering if like people knew straight away. Yet the fact is that it is passed down the Grammary line. It runs in their veins. What is it? I asked her, Talissa, once. This is what she told me. Her power responds to tension in others. Tension? If she were to face a person and they become tense, even slightly, then she would know, no matter how hard they tried to hide it from her. So she could see it. Not quite. This is the strangest part of it all. She wouldn't realize that she was subconsciously detecting this tension without the use of a particular object, or in her case, objects. Objects? Wait, were they something she wore? Yes, her bracelets. I admit the first time I saw one of those, I felt there was more to it than just fashion. But what kind of power could a bracelet have? I have made a decision. I will tell you all I know. Consider it a gift. Oh my goodness. Well, I hardly need you to tell me at this point, but those two are brother and sister, yes. And the brother too has this power of theirs. Trucy has an older brother. I wonder what will come of that. Mr. Wright, tonight, after our game is done, I will return to a life of hiding. I would not see her live her life without knowing. I understand. I'll tell the two of them when the time is right. I am in your debt, once again. No kidding. What I want to know is how all this got to be so messed up. Okay, so I'm looking at the time right now. Nearly 2 hours in, and it's way past 9 o'clock, and I'm very concerned. I did say this was gonna go beyond 3 hours, but I am very, very concerned about how long the trials are gonna be. I'm quite scared. Well, assuming there's no 2 parts to the trial, which if there is, oh my gosh, I would cry. We should be done soon, hopefully, depending on how long the case is, or the trial rather. The bracelets. Those bracelets are made of a special alloy. It is said to expand and shrink very slightly in response to body warmth. So they're temperature sensitive or something? Yes. This is how they can shrink to the exact size of their wearer's wrist. Ah. Interesting. And this has something to do with the power? What have I told you? The grammary power reacts to tension in others. When a grammary senses tension, they too become tense. And this tension translates into minute contractions of the muscles. So minute, they cannot sense it on their own. Sorry, let me just get a drink of water. My throat is kind of coming in and out. You guys can probably tell I'm a bit nasally right now. Oh dear. Their muscles? Oh, so that's what the bracelets are for. With the bracelet on, one can sense these contractions because the bracelet is always a perfect fit. So when the person they're watching gets tense, the bracelet feels tighter on their wrist. Precisely. But that alone doesn't really count as mind reading. I believe I understand how the process works from there. It is a simple question of eyesight. Eyesight? Guess that sounds simple enough. And we're on that topic now. Have you ever heard of kinetic vision? Something about the ability to see moving objects with full clarity, right? I've heard of it before. They say athletes can see a moving ball like it was stopped if they focus. Yep. Or if they like, you know, slow motion kind of thing. Oh, but it's not confined to sports alone. It all relies on the ability to focus. When we focus, we can see many things. The faintest twitch of the face and the meaning that lies behind it. Therein lies one of the secrets of magic. One must know the mind of a crowd before one may distract it. So basically what you're saying is the Grammarys can see really well. For them, seeing is more than believing. It is knowing. Their power relies on eyesight combined with exceptional focus. Things are starting to come into focus for me too. Of course, it is difficult to maintain such levels of focus for any length of time. But what if someone could tell you when to focus? Or something. Precisely. Oh wait, Trucy doesn't have any bracelets. You are talking about poker, yes? The timing of when to focus is so elementary, she probably does it without thinking. I doubt Trucy herself has realized this. That is all I know of things, Grammary. Thank you, Mr. Zack. If this boy's bracelet is the real thing, then he will use it before long, thereby awakening his power. I'll keep that in mind. Well, shall we play a game? Ah, I've said so much. Let me say one more thing. I'll tell you of that night. That night? The night my mentor, Magnifique Grammary, passed from this world to the next. Now you're gonna tell us? Oh my goodness. There were 2 pistols and 2 letters sent. This was Magnifique's test. A test? In his last years, Magnifique Grammary worked us to the bone. No, to the pain. Well yeah, because one of you, or both of you, killed his daughter. That night, I could not shoot him, so I shot the clown's forehead instead. This, it seems, was the correct answer. Oh, hello. Take this. I give my art to you, Zach. What? It is thanks for playing along with my show. You shot well tonight, Zach. Though I would not have minded dying by your hand. Okay. What a nice thing to say. How could I shoot you? You're my mentor. Bah, I thought you might say that. If I went home without shooting anything, what would you have done then? Then, of course, I would have given Valent his chance. And if I had shot you in the forehead instead, then it would be over. If you or Valent were to shoot me in the head, then I too the darkness would go, and my art with me. Why would you why can't you just say then I would go to the darkness? Oh my goodness. A fitting end, don't you think? Ah. Yet this ending too gives me no cause for regret. I thank you, Zach. And I am sorry. I have done much that was wrong in my day. Regret. Oh my gosh, my nose. It seems to me that Magnifi wanted you to be his successor after all, or all along, excuse me. That's why the time he gave you was earlier than Valent's. Perhaps, but it is not something we will ever know for sure. I wonder, what is Valent up to these days? Waiting for you to die? If 7 years pass like this, the performance rights go to him. Ah. And now here I am, and his dream is dead. It's worse than that, actually. Public opinion is a fickle thing, you know. What? You don't mean to tell me they've put the blame for our mentor's death on him? The trial ended when you vanished, Mr. Zach. There were even rumors that Valent had helped you pull it off. But that's madness! Well, it seems that before I can once again disappear from this world, I have one more act to perform. Isn't it odd that sorting out my life should prove so complicated, even though I'm dead? Aww, and that's the end of Zach. That night, Zach Gramery was killed. He died as Shady Smith, a mysterious traveler with a secret past. But he left one thing behind before he parted. This. Oh, there we go! His confession to use as I saw fit. To me, make concern. 7 years passed. I, Zach Gramery, murdered my mentor, Magnifi Gramery. I apologize for the trouble caused by my sudden departure from court, and hereby confess my crime. Ah. Of course, he'd killed no one. This was his way of tying up, excuse me, loose ends with his old partner, Valent Gramery. Apologies for the sniffles. I think because I'm talking so much, my throat is like dying. Okay, so I feel like we're not going back there. That letter has something to do with it. Go back to the Sunshine Colosseum. Because I feel like I know who's there. Yep, there he is. Wow, this is a blast from the distant past. Long time no see, Mr. Valent. 7 years, has it been? Sorry, just forgot that word there. Frankly, I didn't think I'd ever see you again. Actually, I came because there's something I want to ask you. I've spoken to the press. I have nothing more to say. I've spoken to a lot of people myself and come to some conclusions. But then I realized... Excuse me. I needed to hear it from you. I have walked a difficult road these past 7 years because you couldn't perform Magnifi's repertoire. Do not be deceived. Valent's skill is the real deal. I do not require my mentor's hand-me-downs. No, it was my partner who showed me on my way. Zach Gramery? Oh, sad music is back. His rather well-performed disappearing act 7 years ago was the end. Or so I thought. That Grammary man murdered our mentor and fled to escape punishment for his crime. You said something to that effect 7 years ago, didn't you? I remember it as if it were only yesterday. Yet, that was not the way of it in the end. For while he vanished, the suspicions upon my own person never did. His partner Zack vanished to protect him. That's what those thieving magpies of a press said. I had no idea. Yet that same press comes to me now, feigning interest. They cover the greatest magic show in history as if it were a vaudevillian distraction. I don't know if I said that correctly. And here must I stand, smiling at them all. What am I if not a player in some fiendish farce? Might I suggest it's because you never made it clear what happened? Magnafie's death is still a mystery to this day. Which is why I came here to get the answer from you. There we go. Oh, only 2. I knew I'd be seeing these sooner or later. The audience has no business stepping up on the stage. They must be content to sit and stare at the spotlight. That sounds an awful lot like something I've heard 7 years ago. Okay, we've got nowhere else to go, and I feel like this is the only thing we have to do before going to Gavin. If we can even do Gavin's. Magnafie's death. Ask what you will. You'll get nothing from me. I'm as much a part of this affair as you are now. I have to know what happened. For 7 long years I have endured. Now finally the curtain lifts on my new golden age. All the miracles of our troop within my grasp. Sorry to do this, Valiant, but right now I need answers. I think I'll start by dropping a bomb. That should shake things up. I feel like I know what that bomb is. Valiant, I wouldn't be so sure about those miracles. Not as long as I have this. Is it a confession? No! It's not the confession! Oops. I think I may have played that a little bit too early. Let me be frank, no one, and I mean no one, can stand in my path. Not even you, with your silly frilly ways. Let me be frank too. That's the first time anyone's called me silly frilly. Okay. What I need is a bit of magic, something to stop Valiant's show in his tracks. Now, no subtlety. What did he say? Oh, right. It's this. The transfer of rights. Duh. Oh my goodness, I wasn't really paying attention. And what might that be? I see it bears the Grammary seal. I should have brought this to your attention sooner, but I didn't imagine you'd be planning your comeback quite so fast. What is this? A document showing the true recipient of the performance rights to Magnafie's miracles. What? Zack Grammary? He wrote this? What? He passed everything to his daughter? Trucy Enigma. Actually, she's officially my daughter these days. Preposterous! Zack is gone, vanished into the void. This is the genuine article. Zack was alive when he wrote it. Both myself and the Dotori can testify to this. What? Oh, I just noticed one body popped up then. Why? Why does fate toy with me so? Why must my life be lived with enthrall to the dead? You're not the only one with that problem. But he shot Magnafie. Yes, it was Zack. It was. And then he left, and my career as a magician fell into darkness. Did you think there might be some way out of it? Say, if you could prove Zack Grammary shot Magnafie? Was that why you testified? Yes, my way out. It should have been my way out. Well, it might not be too late, Mr. Valiant. Sorry, I think audio just kind of went bleh. All you need is a way to prove your case. Who really killed Magnafie Grammary? Now we present this. I believe I have the answer to your prayers right here. Zack Grammary wrote one more thing before passing on. But this is a confession. in which he admits to the killing of Magnifi Grammary. See? All according to your plan. I am a magician by trade. Deception is my life's work. I fool the audience, give them a fleeting dream. Yet, it seems the tables have turned. Now I am the audience, believing in deceptions I have wrought upon myself. Zack wrote this right in front of me, after I explained your situation to him. Oh my gosh! Yay! We're getting somewhere, guys. You do know that this confession is nothing but lies. Yes, it's my opinion that Zack Grammary killed no one. And you must be thinking the truth is a simple matter of elimination. Two received instructions to kill, but if one is innocent, then the other one who remains is guilty. That would be the logical conclusion, yes. So he vanished to protect me, his partner. Ha 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 ha. A stirring tale, 'tis true. Did you shoot Magnifi Grammary in the forehead? If I had, and I told you, what would you do? Run to the police, perchance? Do as you will. There is nothing left for me now. It is true, after all. I have little talent. Needed my mentor Magnifi's repertoire. It was as if a little demon grabbed a hold of me. I knew it. So Valiant Grammary did kill the great Magnifi. Heh. Hehehe. So sorry, Mr. Wright, but it was not I who shot my mentor. What? But if it wasn't you, then who was it? There wasn't another disciple, was there? Another disciple? Such as... I don't know. Knack and Talent Grammary, maybe? Oh dear. The wild fancies couldn't be further from the truth. Only Zack and Valiant received those threatening letters. But there was another. One more person could have fired that pistol that night. I don't suppose you've figured it out by now. It wasn't Zack or Valiant who shot Magnifi. Then it had to be the only other person at the scene, which means... What? Who? Him? There's only Magnifi. Did Magnifi shoot himself? Wait, you don't mean... Yes, the great Magnifi Grammary himself. Oh, great. Wonderful. Suicide. So Magnifi Grammary committed suicide? You find it hard to believe. To be honest, I hadn't even imagined it as a possibility. When I arrived that night, the old man was still alive. He appeared to be sleeping. I could not shoot him. But when I turned and made to leave the room, the old man called out to me. Wow, it's the same photo. So you spoke with Magnifi Grammary? Yes, and this is why I knew what he had done. Magnifi transferred the rights to his repertoire. Oh. Yeah, that's right, sorry. Magnifi transferred the rights to his repertoire to my partner Zack Grammary, not me. I see. Then I guess I owe you an apology. I always thought you were the one who did it. You owe me no apology. Huh? The crime was, in a way, more serious than that of a murder. What? Your crime? Is Valiant Grammary confessing something to me? Did you shoot Talissa? What could be more serious than murder? You see, I knew that 2 letters had been sent. There are no secrets between partners. It was easy to find out. That was when I understood Magnifi's plan. He wanted to die by one of your hands. Little did I expect it had anything to do with the rights to his repertoire. That was when I heard it. The little demon whispering inside my heart. The demon. Let me confess, I had intended to shoot Magnifi, and I planned on framing my partner for the crime. What? That night, I prepared something before going to Magnifi's hospital room. Which was? IV fluid, of course. I'd seen it on an earlier visit. What did we figure out with the IV fluid? weeks ago. Oh, he did something to the syringe, but I can't remember what. Was it some kind of sleeping dosage or something? If Zach did not shoot, I would do the deed. Then I would use the IV fluid to place the murder on his hands. That was my plan. But you didn't shoot him. I could not. The demon in my heart fled when the moment came. But then Magnifi called me back. I am sorry, Valiant. I am giving my magic to Zach, not you. You still lack the draw he has. Please, help him, if you can. Well, he's dead now. I left the room, and then I stopped. The shock of what I had just been told consumed me. That is when I heard that fatal gunshot. Oh, wow. That escalated very quickly. I would have thought that he would have taken like a few minutes to figure it out, or talk to him, leave the room, and then bang. Not straight away. Magnifi Grammary killing himself. Then the demon awoke anew within me. Zach killed him. He was the one. Frame him and the magic will be yours. I altered the scene of his suicide. I took the pistol from his hand, wiped off the prints. Then I used the syringe to add the IV liquid I brought. So in the end, things happened pretty much as planned. Magnifi died and you framed Zach for his murder. As planned, indeed. Of course, the outcome was somewhat different than I had anticipated. Well, what do you think? Do you believe my story? Can it be believed, truly? That was 7 years ago. I don't know what to believe, but yes. I'm glad I heard it from you, Mr. Valiant. Thank you. It is I who should be thanking you, Mr. Wright. Only when I had lost everything could I make my decision. You're going to turn yourself in? My partner may have vanished, but not so my guilt. And as my guilt stays, all else begins to leave me. My friends, my performance rights, my magic. Are you done for good? I've had enough of vanishing acts. I understand. I thought my life was ruled by a dead man. But I find I was wrong. For Zach Grammary was alive. Well, not anymore. And now it occurs to me, what if he was not the only one who survived? Talissa? What do you mean? You see, now that I think about it, I realize that no, we never saw proof of her demise. We never saw her body. Her. The mind races and the mouth flaps on. My apologies, forget this matter. Can only hope the day will come when I again meet my partner, Zach Grammary. Then, I shall apologize for my terrible mistake. I'm glad we had this chance to talk. Thank you. Do you not know he's dead? Because you're making it sound like you don't know that he's dead. I feel like he doesn't know he's dead by the way we're talking. Oh, true. Wait, now that I think about it, Zach died as Shady Smith. So no one knew he was Zach. Okay, that makes sense now. I forgot Zach was going by another name when he disappeared. Zach Grammary, Shady Smith, whichever name you prefer, he is no longer with us. The truth revealed in that trial was only a sliver, and the impenetrable darkness that remained has taken another life. I knew what I'd have to do to push back the darkness for good, and it would involve paying that man a visit. Oh, we're going back to him now. Okie dokie. Back to the solitary cell. This is the last one, so we should technically be here. Sorry, sir. Prisoner Christoph is currently occupied. I see. Oh, we can look at the letter. Do you know when he'll be finished? Well... Could you go find out? Certainly, sir. Please wait here a moment. My apologies to the guard, but there's something I need to see. The letter! There it is. The yellow envelope. And the sender is... Drew Misham. I was right. When I arrived at the studio, Mr. Misham was at his desk. He seemed to be writing a letter, but he quickly sealed the envelope. It was a yellow envelope. I heard it was left at the crime scene. If this is the last letter that Drew Misham wrote, then there's something I need to do. The last thing I need to do. In fact... Oh look, it has the stamp on it. Here goes. Let's see if this actual Cannon spray finds anything. Oh. Where'd you get that from? Spray, spray, spray. There we go. A stamp. So this was Drew Misham's messenger of death. It was the stamp, alright? No mistaking it. And his last letter was sent to Christoph Gavin. Ooh. The interview request came, like you said it would, and they're looking into the case. I swear on my life I won't tell them about you. So please release the spell you've put on my daughter. I'll write later with the report. Oh, gotcha. Finally, decisive evidence. What's this? A burglar in jail? Uh-oh. Gavin! I didn't know you'd moonlighted in larceny, right? Gavin, there's something I have to ask you. Can I steal your stuff? The answer is no. My apologies, but there's not much I care to discuss. Vera Misham hasn't received her verdict yet. You follow me, Gavin? There are no known survivors of atrocanine poisoning, but it never hurts to hope. Okay, I'll be leaving now then. Right. Wait. Yeah, Gavin? Would you mind leaving that letter? It's private. Oh, sorry, forgot I had it. Many thanks. Oh, whoa. The heck? Oh, it's a camera! What? Wait, is it a camera or was that just the play on things? Anyways, we've now seen all the clues in this case. Clues I gathered over 7 long years. Now it is time. Every story has an ending. We've come to the final chapter, the final trial. Find the truth. You're the only ones who can. Ew, I don't like his face like that. It's scary. Oh my gosh, we're finally done with this section. We're in the trial. Okay, so it doesn't look like there's a second part. Okay. Now the real question is, how long would this take? Oh, we're back to him now. Hello. Welcome to court. 7 years, all leading to one verdict. The verdict which you must decide. Is the defendant Vera Misham innocent or guilty? Oh no, is it just one of these? Is it one of these where I have to decide? Surely not. Right. Please no. It's probably just being like, oh, this might happen, or like being like storytelling kind of thing. It's definitely going to be a guilty verdict for somebody, obviously Gavin. The courtroom doors are opening. The trial awaits. Are you ready to begin? Preparations complete. Let's go to the final trial. Something inside me, rising, surfacing. Something important, lost long ago. It's close now. So close. Now we're back to court. October 9, 10 AM. District Court, courtroom number 3. Ah. This is quite soothing, actually. Court is now in session for the trial of Vera Mishim. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Oh, hello, Apollo. Clavier. Prosecution's ready to rock. Prosecutor Gavin, how is the defendant Vera Mishim's condition? Acute atroquinine poisoning. According to her physician, she could die any moment, or any time. Thus, her absence from the courtroom today. What? They can't put her on trial without her being here. It is unusual. They should wait for her to get better and then do it. It is so bureaucratic of them. That's being a little harsh. They can't delay the trial any longer, or they risk having no one left to try. Trial without a verdict can only cause grief. The records of this case and experience tells us this. Apologies to the defendant, but the show must go on. Right, if Vera dies, the trial will be cancelled. I'm not going to let that happen. Do we still have the evidence from... Oh, we do. Oh. Interesting. So we now have the letter. And this, and this. Huh. Okay. Right told me everything that's been going on behind the curtain all these years. Alright. I'm going to get Vera her innocent verdict while there's still time. Very well, your opening statement, Prosecutor Gavin. The prosecution's case is unchanged by recent events. Why did Vera Mishim succumb to poisoning? To poison. Oh my gosh, I can't read. Because she couldn't live with the guilt of what she'd done. But Vera was poisoned with the atroquinine, the exact same poison that took her father's life. What better confession could you ask for? Being the killer, she would have had access to the poison. Significant since it's rather hard to come by. That is true. In other words, I see no need for further discussion. Could have had our verdict yesterday. Well, Mr. Justice, if you have no objections, I see no reason to postpone a verdict. What we need to worry about isn't the verdict, but the trial itself. The defense holds that Vera Mishim is the victim, not the killer, excuse me. If that's so, then you have something to prove. Oh, you have to prove something, rather. She was in court giving her testimony before us. And then she collapsed. How do you propose her killer poisoned her? The nail polish! Oh, and incidentally, it would have been nice if you told us who her mystery killer was. The prosecution's objection is sustained. I ask the defense to prove its claim to this court. Tell us how Vera Mishim was poisoned. I've got 2 things to prove here. Who did it and how. Which to hit first? How did the killer poison Vera Mishim? I will focus first on that method used. Any comments before we begin, Prosecutor Gavin? Not a bottle or container of the poison was found in the defendant's body. I see. So the vector of poisoning is unknown. Is the defense prepared to prove how the poison reached Vera Mishim? Yes, Your Honor. Very well. What method was used to poison Vera Mishim? Nail polish. Take that! What's this? Why, what a beautiful bottle. I'd like to give whoever designed that a hand. Oh. Judge is trying to be funny. Is that nail polish? It's colorless. Ah. Something the matter? No, nothing at all. Nothing at all. So the killer put poison in this bottle and made her drink it? dumb. Oh my goodness. As Prosecutor Gavin has told us, this is nail polish. Nail polish? It's like paint for nails? Know any woman with red nails? Ah, my wife has red nails. I see. So she's been painting them all this time. Oh dear. Let's recall yesterday's trial. Remember when Vera was testifying to the court? I think she kept biting her nails or something. Court is now back in session. Yeah, she was biting her nails. Vera seems pretty tense. She's practically chewing her fingernails clean off. Whenever Vera became nervous, she had a habit of biting her nails. Her nails? Ah! Prosecutor Gavin? When the prosecution had Vera examined, did they check her nails? Bailiff! Have them check the defendant's nails at once, Mr. Justice. Yes? Do you know who did this? Do you know who put poison in that nail polish? Yes. Now we present the profile, okay. That bottle belongs to Vera Mission? Why do you ask? Know someone else who might have a bottle like this? No, just checking. Now you do. Mr. Justice, you are about to accuse someone of poisoning that bottle of nail polish. Please dispense with the chatter. You realize the weight of this accusation? Here, let me show you. I didn't really see how many bars it was. Understood, Your Honor. No problem. I know what I'm doing this time. Oh, it's 2 bars. Yikes. Well, we know who it is anyway. Then let us ask. Who poisoned Vera Mission via her nails? Christoph. What's this? Christoph Gavin.
Objection!
What's your game? My bro? There's no way he could do a thing like that. He was already guilty for murdering a guy. And you're saying that he couldn't do this? What? You should know better than anyone else. Indeed. He is behind bars. I know. However, that doesn't mean it was impossible to do what he did. What? Ask yourselves when he put the poison in the bottle. It could have been yesterday, it could have been a month ago, maybe it was a year ago? Or perhaps it was 7 years ago. But Christoph Gavin had no motive for killing this poor girl. It's simply inconceivable. Prosecutor Gavin doesn't seem to think so. That face tells me one thing. Christoph Gavin's own younger brother doesn't find it inconceivable at all. Well, Prosecutor Gavin, if you feel that there is a clear and pressing need, then we may have to summon Christoph Gavin from jail as a special witness. Fine. I've known for some time that an impenetrable darkness lurked at the bottom of this. The darkness that has swallowed even myself. Okay, the defense's wish is granted. Let prisoner Christoph Gavin take the stand. Bailiff, begin proceedings to call a special witness. The witness is Christoph Gavin, currently residing in solitary cell 13 at Central Prison. How do you know that detail? Ah, Your Honor. How nice to see you again. Sorry. It has been quite a while, has it? I'm thinking back to that badge thing that's on Phoenix's beanie. I feel like that's a camera. That has to be a camera. To what do I owe the pleasure of your company? It's not every day I'm summoned from my solitary cell. In fact, it's never. I think you already know, Mr. Christoph Gavin. Ah, Mr. Justice. I hear you've been doing quite well for yourself. Ack. Why do I feel like somehow he's still my boss? Stiff upper lip, Apollo. You can do it. Does this bottle look familiar? Ariadone nail polish? I'm going to assume that's how you say it. Why, yes, I use it myself. As did the late defendant, I hear. She's not dead yet. And Was there something concerning this bottle you wish to ask me about? I admit, I respect her for her taste in nail polish. Taste. Her taste indeed. Apollo's just taking my words. This nail polish was how Vera Mission was poisoned. Atroconin, was it? You're well informed about the case, Mr. Gavin. Even as solitary, much comes to my desk, and I have nothing to do but read. We just established that, though. How did you... I mean, I know he's the murderer, but like, for information to travel that in that short amount of time is very unusual. Well, Clavier, maybe you can explain this. You're being accused again. By him. Again. Ah, and you agree with his accusation, do you? Ooh, he's not saying anything. Let's hold a proper trial, shall we? Christoph Gavin, your testimony, please. Oh my gosh, we're finally getting into the testimony. I'd be delighted. The charges against you are quite severe, Mr. Gavin. You are suspected of the poisoning of the defendant Vera Mission. Please testify on this matter to the court. Ah, finally, testimony. Poisoning Vera. Oh, fast music. Okay. Owning the same nail polish Owning the same nail polish does not a murderer make. What? Isn't it meant to be owning the same nail polish does not make a murderer? What? I have been in solitary confinement for half a year. How could I poison her? Her father died of the same poison, the meaning which should be clear. The prosecution's case holds she poisoned her father, then attempted to poison herself. Surely you aren't going to suggest I was responsible for poisoning her father too? Well, I'm afraid the defense's claim is sounding rather unlikely. Naturally. For one, I don't even know the Missions. Liar. Isn't that so, Mr. Justice? Very well, Mr. Justice, begin your cross-examination. I'm accusing Christoph Gavin, my ex-boss, and I know he poisoned the Missions. The question is, when could he have done it? Not to mention why. Oh, I can just perceive at any time. Yeah. Pick up that, yeah, I'm gonna poison her. Okay, so for starters, we know that she got the bottle ages ago. Let me press some of the statements. Maybe not that one. Her father died of the same poison in the meaning, which should be clear. The defendant is not dead yet. There are no known cases of someone surviving atroconin poisoning. You seem to know quite a lot about atroconin. I know a lot about a lot of things, which is why I suggest we pick up the pace. Or else you'll be short one defendant for what she's worth. The witness will refrain from speaking ill of the ill. Okay. My apologies. Shall I continue? My gosh, you are so evil. This has to be it. If he's doing that, then I feel like he's fidgeting with his glasses. Oh my gosh, look at those eyes. Bro. They're so evil. Where's the finger twitch? There it is. Hello. Gotcha! Oh, what? Was that not it? Oh, maybe it was. Mr. Gavin, you're nervous about something. There is that finger pointing at me so rudely. Or is it not? And that desperate gleam in your eyes is quite disturbing, actually. Perhaps because you have no faith in your own logic. Which is why you cling to your dubious power. Confident or not, I've come a long way, Mr. Gavin. Just a little more to go. I need a word. Oh. I must have perceived on the wrong thing. Whoops. There must be some word that sends shivers down his spine. Let's try again. There's definitely something to do with this. I just wish you can kind of speed through. Oh, hello. I did not know you had a scar. Where would you have gotten that scar from? Oh, there. Oh, I missed it, so now I have to do it again. Gosh dang it. Have to go through this phase. I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. No, I know it's a little bit, oops. Oh, that works. A little bit, chill. And a bit long. And I'm so sorry about the internet. I will, after we're done with this whole spiel, I'll let you guys know about tomorrow's stream plans, which I'm still trying to figure out. It was you who killed Drew Mission. A bluff worthy of your new mentor, Mr. Wright. Oh really? But you see, I saw it. Right when you said her father too. Your hand tensed unnaturally, and a little devil appeared to give me the news. Yep, on the hand. And let's assume for the sake of argument that you saw me being tense. What does that mean? Are you all tense witnesses guilty? And tell me, was Drew Mission fond of nail polish too? Sorry, but there's more than one way to poison a man. You don't need nail polish to get someone's mouth. Ah. Then I must be very talented indeed. You see, Drew Mission was killed on October 6th, while I was already in my solitary confinement cell at Central Prison. If that's not an alibi, then I don't know what is. But you found a way, all the same. And I found it too. Oh, there it is! He's mad! This is how you poisoned Mr. Misham. The stamp. I'm sure this commemorative stamp requires no introduction. The night Mr. Misham died, he was seen writing a letter. Atropine was found on this stamp, Mr. Gavin. So am I to understand this stamp was the murder weapon? Yes, you are. Oh, and yes, this stamp was found in your prison cell. Got him! That is all, Your Honor. Order! Put poison on the back of that stamp? After Drew Mission was killed, someone paid a visit to this witness's cell. Phoenix Wright. Daddy? That's when he found the stamp. You made Drew Mission write you a letter. That's how you killed him. What? My. You've upset my poor brother to the point of uselessness. Oh, dang. That's harsh. Allow me to clarify this matter, Justice. All you need to do is recall witness Spark Brushell's testimony. Well, that's the thing, see, after he put his letter in that envelope, Mr. Misham sat there searching his desk drawer for something. His desk drawer? Yes, a stamp, a so-called postage stamp, end quote. He was looking for a stamp. Ergo, he had no intention of using this stamp. What are you getting at? Sorry. What I'm arriving at is that this commemorative stamp was in a frame. How did you know it was in a frame? It was a mere coincidence that he used it that night. That would seem to be the case. Or perhaps you mean to suggest that I can somehow manipulate coincidence? He does have a point. How would this witness know if the victim was going to use that stamp? Without that, he couldn't have planned the murder. What? Really, Clavier? You should be seeing through these weak-spinned bluffs by now. Spined, sorry, not spinned. Oh, poor Clavier. He's just speechless right now. He's right, though. How could anyone have known Mr. Machan would use that stamp that night? Least of all Christophe Gavin locked away in his cell. Well, it seems that the defense has run out of things to say. You assume he had something to say in the first place. I believe the defense's bluff has been called. The defense's bluff? I'm not sure I agree with you there, Christophe. Yes, Clavier! Honestly, I wanted to believe you, but the defense wasn't trying to get away with a bluff. You were, Christophe. What are you saying, Prosecutor Gavin? Air forehead? What was your accusation again? Huh? Oh, it was that this poison stamp killed Drew Misham, yeah? To which my brother responded thusly, there was no way to know when Miss Misham would use the stamp. Yes, that's right, which is why it couldn't have been planned. But how would he have known? Tell me, it needs to be planned. Why? Why couldn't it have been a coincidence? The defense's case is simply that Drew Misham died by that stamp, that's all. Coincidence? Christophe, you tried to slip out from under his accusation by changing the subject. That's not bluffing, what is it? What are you up to, Clavier? I could ask you the same thing, or ask you the same question, Christophe. Heh. I silenced the defense with the fewest words possible. It's called efficiency. But Mr. Gavin, that's impermissible testimony. Very well, I shall take his claim head on then. Justice? What? You accuse me of Drew Misham's murder, yes? Then allow me to ask you. What possible reason could I have killed a painter? Polo, motive. He's talking about a motive. Indeed. It's hard to see how an attorney could come to want to kill a painter. And here's something. Why didn't he bring up the motive from the very beginning? Unless he was afraid it was a battle he might lose. So what does it mean? Reason might be a weak spot. Maybe I have some evidence to prove a motive. A motive for murder? This is a vital, if not most vital element in this case. Please consider this when making your statement. Oh, 2 bars again. I'd say about this vital. That's pretty vital. Well, Mr. Justice, I'm going to save. I'm going through with this no matter what. Understood, Your Honor. I'd like to present evidence. Then let's see what you have for us. What reason did Christophe Gavin have for wanting to murder Drew Misham? What was this again? I've deposited $100,000. Oh, hello. Okay, probably that one, considering it said enclosed stamp. Wait. Or this one, actually. Because it's forged. It's definitely not I feel. I'm gonna try the letter. Oh, okay, cool. Christophe Gavin's motive becomes clear when we consider why the stamp came to Drew Misham's studio in the first place. And why was that? Forgery, Your Honor. Go back 7 years ago. Drew Misham accepts his first job creating forged evidence. I've seen that before. The Page from a diary, wasn't it? Magnifique Grammary's diary. Ah, when attorney Phoenix Wright lost his badge, yes. This was quite the evidence he presented. This evidence is a fake, yes. But did Mr. Wright request the forgery to be made? That was never proven. Objection! The defense attorney on that case was Phoenix Wright, who, other than him, drunk with the prospect of victory, could have done it. And why would they? Just out of curiosity. Do you remember this letter? This is the first page. And this is the second page. Oh. Yep. Those were presented in court yesterday. This letter was sent to Drew Mission by the client who requested that forgery. The enclosed stamp was none other than the poisoned commemorative stamp. Drew Mission drew his last breath just the other day. However, the motive for his murder was already 7 years old. 7 years old? The client who requested this forgery was very cautious. He tried to erase anything and anyone with connections to the forgery, to keep them from talking, but he made a mistake. She kept the stamp. The stamp was a picture of my favorite magicians, so I kept it. Father took me when I was very young. It was a great magic show. I loved it so much. The killer's time bomb was delayed. The poison stamp was sealed within a glass frame, where it sat for 7 whole years. What a twist! Forehead, do you understand what you're telling us? The one who schemed up the forged diary was the one who poisoned the stamp. And it was Phoenix Wright who presented the forged evidence 7 years ago. Adding the two statements together, the one who schemed to kill Drew Mishim was none other than Phoenix Wright. Yeah, I had a feeling you were gonna turn that around. Whoops. Sorry, but that's not how this is going to go down. Oh, then how will it go down? I checked through the records on that case when I found this. 7 years ago, just before the trial began. Oh, look, it's baby. Oh, old boy. Here. What's this? I don't know. I just got it over there in the hall. They told me to give it to the old boy in the blue suit with the spiky hair. And one more thing. I'm sorry to have sprung this on you so suddenly. I received the files from your previous attorney only yesterday. I understand I am asking the impossible of you. Yes, well, you haven't really told me what happened yet. All we did was play cards, and that was enough. Phoenix Wright was put on the case the day before the trial started. He didn't have time to request a forgery. The day before? Now here's a question. Just who was Shady Enigma's previous defense attorney? No way. You can't be serious. No, this can't all be... Oh my goodness, I forgot about this! But it is all true. There was another man, a defense attorney with a badge on his collar. Christoph Gavin! Order, order, order. What is the meaning of this? Witness? I mean, defendant? Former lawyer. He's not the defendant. Let me begin by denying this. It's easy enough to look up, Mr. Gavin, and impossible to prove if you can't. Attorneys are registered with the court the day before the trial begins. In other words, no record remains in court. How exactly did you intend to prove Phoenix Wright's claim? That would be difficult. I'm afraid this line of inquiry won't yield. Objection! Oh, Clavier? Forehead? Are you sure you don't have evidence? What's wrong with Prosecutor Gavin? He looks so clammy. Evidence! Evidence that shows this man, Christoph Gavin, requested that forgery 7 years ago. Clavier? Just prove it. Clear up these doubts now, or I swear I'm off this case. You must have thought of some evidence. Apollo? Prosecutor Gavin looks like he's in physical pain. That darkness. I have to pull that darkness out of him, and proof is the only way I can. What proves Christoph Gavin's link to Drew Misham? I think it's the letter now. The big one. Well, Mr. Justice, you claim Christoph Gavin requested a forgery of Drew Misham 7 years ago. Prove it. It can be proven. Simply ridiculous. Why even discuss it? This evidence does not... Objection! Are you telling the truth, Apollo Justice? I am. Then, did I say we give him the benefit of the doubt? Very well, but if you're wrong about this, how big is the punishment? Oh, it's still 2. I was expecting like 3. Just be prepared for a penalty. Objection! Your Honor, you do the defense and injustice. Oh, is he gonna make it bigger now? Mr. Justice is clearly passionate about his claim. Should the penalty not match his passion? Oh, that was a lot more than I thought. Okay. I haven't given a penalty like this in a long time. Okay. Wow, Mr. Justice. Fine, Your Honor. Let me just say, I feel like it's definitely the letter. All I have to prove is any kind of link. Something that ties Christoph Gavin to Drew Misham. And I have something that clearly does the job. Very well, Mr. Justice. Present your evidence. Show us the link between our witness and Drew Misham. Take that! Yep, okay, cool. That's the only thing that hasn't been presented, so it's bound to be this one. This evidence proves there's a link. Objection! That scrap of paper? I'm afraid I can't let you submit that. Is there some problem? There is. How could you possibly have that? You couldn't. Hmm? Hey, that's Daddy's handwriting. Oh. Mr. Wright's handwriting? What's the meaning of this? Ah, I see now. Yes, of course. What do you mean, of course? I just remembered I had a visitor yesterday. Phoenix Wright came to my cell, except I wasn't there. Phoenix Wright? When I returned, I saw he had something of mine in his possession. Oh, did he use the camera to... Oh. He used the camera. That's clever. Of course, I had no intention of letting him get away with reading my private mail. Mail? You mean this letter was in your cell? No. However, it appears Mr. Wright has yet to be cured of his bad forging habit. Well, if it's a forgery, it's not a very good one. The handwriting's terrible. This is Mr. Wright's reproduction of what was written in the real mail. Oh, letter. Reproduction? When Mr. Wright visited Christoph Gavin's cell, he brought him a video camera. What? Oh, he's real mad now. He recorded his entire conversation with you, Mr. Gavin, and the contents of your personal mail. Regardless, this mockery of a piece of evidence will never be accepted by court. Oh, he's got all those veins popping out of him now. Evidence based on a video a man with no authority whatsoever claims he took. A man who happens to be an ex-attorney suspected of forgery. Prosecutor Gavin? Oh, the fists are up now. Prosecutor Gavin? As embarrassing as it is for me to say, I'm afraid my brother is incapable of making rational judgments at the moment. Your Honor, your decision, please. No. Denied. What? Only actual evidence is permitted in a court of law. Please remove the defense's evidence from the record. Better luck next time, Justice. No. Well, we've certainly taken a detour from our examination, but the defense appears to be lacking proof. I'm forced to end the cross-examination of Christoph Gavin at this point. Apollo, do something! I'm thinking, but without evidence. I don't have anything I can use on him. Very well, this ends the special witness's cross-examination. I feel like there's something... I feel like there's a double ending here. Very well, this ends the special witness's cross-examination.
Objection!
The show's over, yet the crowd screams for one more. Only now do I understand why. Prosecutor Gavin, frankly, I'm relieved. This has been bothering me for 7 whole years. I'm tired of the whole youthful angst scene. Now's our chance. Let's clean out the family closet, eh, Christoph? Clavier, you're spinning out of control. Calm yourself before you say something you'll regret. Spinning out of whose control? Mine? Or yours? Take a moment to consider everything you've built. Your reputation as a prosecutor, your fame within the masses. You could lose it all, Clavier. Apollo, did you see that? He's trying to press Prosecutor Gavin. Prosecutor Gavin, try to remember. What's really important to you? You amuse me, Air Forward. I couldn't forget what's really important to me, even if I tried. In fact, I haven't. Not even once. 7 years ago. When he had short hair and classy sunnies. Finally. You just couldn't resist, could you? Air right? Resist what? Presenting solid evidence? Might I request we put the current cross-examination on hold? The prosecution would like to call a new witness. State your name and occupation for the record. And a yada yada yada. I'm familiar with the trial. I've watched the video several times. Didn't you find anything unnatural about it? Unnatural? Well, you did seem unusually well prepared. I mean, Mr. Wright had only just presented his evidence. And the next moment you call in Drew Mission. It was almost as if... Almost as if what? It was planned. Funny, it didn't even occur to me to wonder. But now that I do, I see there's only one possible explanation. Almost as if from the very beginning, you knew Mr. Wright was going to present that evidence. Ah, correct. I knew that if I applied the usual pressure, Phoenix Wright would eventually come up with that forged diary page. Don't do this, Clavier! I knew because you told me, Christoph. What? Oh, it's the siblings. Oh dear. It was the night before the trial. Clavier? Christoph? Odd seeing you at the prosecutor's office the day before the trial. Oh, this is cool. I won't be appearing in the trial, actually. Huh? Why not? I won't be facing off with you on their first trial, apparently. But in exchange, I brought information. Information? The attorney who will be there in my place tomorrow is not to be trusted. Don't even give him the benefit of your respect. Listen, I want you to call in a special witness. Then... I wondered about it at the time. How did Christoph know so much? Prosecutor Gavin? Christoph, we were supposed to face each other in that trial. A fair fight, brother to brother. I deserved that much. You let me borrow the victim's belongings. You showed me all your research on the case. The victim's belongings? Which would have been included McAfee's diary, wouldn't it? Mr. Gavin? My, Clavier, you disappoint me. You find trees, yet miss the forest. You're the one missing the forest, Mr. Gavin. This is just a ramble. They're just yapping on and on and on. Oh my goodness. You can't sweep this under the rug. Not anymore. Tell me what was going on behind that trial. Why not? I achieved what I came here to do. I see no harm in a little reminiscing. Apollo? I think we're finally going to shine a light on the black belly of this thing, Trucy. We've done everything we could. I hope it's enough. 7 years ago, the day before the trial, I visited the detention center at the request of my client, Zach Gramery. There it is. Oh, we're playing poker again. 2 cards. 1 card. Showdown time. And enough. You lose, Gavin. Thanks for the work. Now go. Oh. So he did lose his game of poker. To be honest, I don't know what his reasons were to this day, sorry. As far as I could tell, he dismissed me as his representation because I lost in a game of poker. I can come to no other conclusion. Daddy used to say something. If you want to know a man, you have to compete. Zach wasn't watching his points or the cards. He was watching the man behind the cards, Christoph Gavin. Interesting. I couldn't believe it. Phoenix, right? A second-rate attorney who relies on luck and bluffs? He dismissed me and went with that pitiful excuse for a man. He deserved to die for that error alone. Hold it! So the one who requested that forgery was... Oh, I'm not admitting to anything. My point is, these 2 men shamed me and I could not forgive that. Phoenix Wright and Zach Gramery both deserved what they got. So you asked Mr. Mashim to forge that evidence so you could win? But then when you were dismissed as Zach Gramery's attorney, you used your forged evidence as a trap. You fed me information about the forgery you made. Then you gave your dirty evidence to him. You're free to imagine what you will. My point is that all I had imagined came to pass. Everything went perfectly. Oh my gosh. Heh. Oh, he's laughing. Why is he laughing? Hehehe. Incredible. If I wasn't laughing, I'd weep. Prosecutor Gavin. Perfectly. You're mad, Christoph. What's happening? Stop fooling yourself. What are you talking about, Clavier? Tell me, how did that trial end? Cancelled? When the defendant vanished. Ah, I get it. So, Christoph, you've been living in fear for 7 years. Oh, true, because you didn't know if he was alive. What? You were afraid of your forgery would be revealed and your reputation trashed. You couldn't leave things to chance. So you watched everyone involved with the case for 7 years. That's why he killed, Zach. And then killed yeah, okay, it's all coming together now. Every day for 7 years he felt like he was being watched, and then he felt like he was being watched as well. Yeah. Sorry. Just yawn then. Wait just a minute. Zach Gramery was seen by this reporter? How is that possible? Was he alive after being gone 7 years? Finally. I knew this moment was coming. I just didn't think we'd get here so fast. Zach Gramery gone missing for 7 years. Trucy's father. What's wrong, Apollo? Go get him! Right, leave it to me. Are we gonna reveal who he is? Do we even have his profile? We don't. Okay. Allow me to refresh the court's memory. 6 months ago, Christoph Gavin was charged with murdering a mysterious traveler. Oh, okay, now we're gonna reveal. I remember him quite well. Shady Smith, was it? Poisoned in a Chinese restaurant. Tragic. It was Borginian. But okay. The details don't really matter right now. What matters is that traveler was Zach Gramery. What is it, Apollo? Huh? Keep going. We'll talk about it later. Did she already know? She must have suspected it from the start. Someone please explain this. Mr. Justice, can you explain this? It all started 7 years ago. The great magician Magnifique Gramarye's death started it. Oh my goodness me. Magnifique Gramarye's death and his student Zach Gramarye, the suspect. Whoever defended Zach in court successfully would be famous beyond belief. Thinking that, Christophe Gavin did the unthinkable. He forged evidence. Drew Mishim? Actually, it was his daughter, Vera, who really did the work. You took precautions when you had that forgery made, didn't you, Mr. Gavin? Precautions? To keep people from talking, of course. Poison. These two know too much. Leave them alive and there'll be nothing but trouble. That's when you planned your poisoning of the forgers. Atrocanin. Applied to a commemorative stamp. But luck was on Mr. Michel's side. The bomb didn't go off. His daughter! She saved him by taking the stamp, I see. Sorry. But that wasn't the only bomb he set up. The Aradoni nail polish. Of course. You noticed something when you requested that forgery? When Misham is nervous, she has a bad habit. A tendency to bite her nails. Ah! That nail polish was her good luck charm. She was almost kidnapped once. Since then, she's been, well, you can see for yourself. She refuses to leave the house. The person gave me a good luck charm. All I know was absolutely had to go outside. Yada yada yada. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, we already know. It was his insurance. Insurance? As long as she lived quietly at home, there was no danger to her. But what if she had to go outside? If she ran into any trouble, she'd become nervous. And the nail polish would do the rest. This time bomb sat there for 7 years, and then they went off almost simultaneously. Not simultaneously. Are we almost there? I feel like we're almost there. It's taking a while. If you're finished, may I return to my cell now? I'm not accustomed to standing for such a long periods of time. You are a lawyer? What the heck? Mr. Gavin, have you heard a single thing we've said? Oh, I listened quite closely to your little tale. Quite an entertaining piece of fiction. What? Clavia, surely you understand? We're back to the evidence, the lacking evidence. Nothing proves a link between him and the actual canon that took Drew Mishim's life. Objection! What about the restaurant? You killed Zach Gramarye to keep him from talking. I killed no man of that name. Read over the report again if you like. The victim was a traveller by the name of Shady Smith, about whom we know little else. You can't seriously think I knew he was a particular fugitive? Objection! Okay then, why did you kill him? I plead my right to remain silent. Remember, this court did not convene to put me on trial. The defendant's name is Vera Misham, suspected in the murder of her father. My trial's been finished for 6 months now. Gotta find a way to get him in. I'm afraid we have strayed considerably from our purpose here. This court concurs with the witness. It is defendant Vera Misham who is on trial here. No, but you were doing so well, Apollo. As long as there is no evidence to support the accusation against him, this court of inquiry cannot find Vera Misham innocent. Objection! Your Honor, Phoenix Wright spent 7 years collecting this evidence.
Objection!
You still don't get it, do you? Let us assume there was poison in the nail polish. Who then was responsible for causing Vera Mission to bite her nails? What? It wasn't me, I know that much. The one who brought that poison to her lips was you. What the heck? Huh? Oh, right, because we kept pressing her and stuff. Whoops. Evidence is everything. There's nothing more. Oh, this is awkward. I believe this discussion has reached its conclusion. Oh, this is awkward. Yeah, I feel like there's a double ending. Your Honor! Mr. Justice, you have performed admirably well for a novice attorney. I respect your partner, Phoenix Wright's determination as well. However, without direct proof, you have nothing. Isn't that right, Clavier? Unfortunately, yes, Christoph, you're right. That is, you would have been right until now. What? Did the news not reach? Oh, this is... Oh, the Juris system. I forgot they were in the thing. Huh. The eyes of the nation are on this courtroom today. This is the trial case for a new judicial system. I forgot. Yes, same, Apollo. Same. The Juris system. Juris, you say? The current judicial system has been deemed too closed off from society. This new system attempts to inject the wisdom of common citizens into the law. Common citizens? Wisdom? Is this some kind of joke? What could we possibly gain by doing this? Entrusting our judicial system to a mindless, emotional mob of irrational mouth breathers? Ouch. That's a bit mean. Common citizens have something called common sense. Yeah, Judge! Common sense is not restricted by the law. Oh, he's mad! He's mad! We got him on the edge. Nonsense, there is only room for 2 in this court. Me and the law. Keep the riffraff out. Out, I say. Oh, we got him. I'm gonna save here. They're not in the court, actually. They're watching everything by video camera. Oh. I just noticed they turned their heads. How can you allow this? I didn't even notice they turned their heads until that last minute. Incidentally, the one responsible for making this happen was Phoenix Wright. Phoenix Wright? He's gonna explode. So, everything was leading to this, of course. Right. 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 Whoa. Oh my gosh. Oh, whoa. He's mad now. I won't accept. I can't accept. This is no court. Law! The law is everything. Law is absolute. You let ignorant swines soil your courts. Christoph, it's over. Oh, this is sad now. Clavier! The law is absolute? You can't be serious. What? Odd. I thought you spent your life looking for loopholes. How old? 32? 24. Oh, 8 years apart. I keep saying twin because they look alike, but they're actually just brothers. Like, younger, older brother. The law isn't absolute, it's filled with contradictions. The law is the end product of many years of history, the fruit of human knowledge. I also said end instead of end. That was weird. Like a gem, polished to a gleam through trials and errors. Is this fruit it is this fruit we receive and pass on and face in our time. And it is always changing, growing, nurturing. It is our task as human beings. Except for you, Christoph, you aren't changing. You've stopped. You're not needed anymore. Oh, just got disowned. I couldn't think of anything to say. Maybe because I still haven't seen enough. But someday I'll know what law is. And I'll fight to change it if I have to. I'm going to save one more time. There's still no guilty verdict, which means it's gonna be a double ending. I keep saying that, but I'm pretty sure there's a double ending happening. I see no need to further prolong this trial. This began as the trial of Vera Misham, accused of murdering her father. The painter Drew Misham, however. Several other incidents were reviewed and we seem to have reached a conclusion. Before this court declares a verdict, I await your decision. Yeah, okay, so this is... Oh great, good and bad ending. Jurist of the court. For the death of Drew Misham, how do you find the defendant Vera Misham? Innocent or guilty? I turn to you now to consider this matter. Okay. Oh jeez, that threw me off a bit. Is Phoenix Wright gonna show up? October 9, 1248. Jurist Chamber. This ends the trial for this case. Only the verdict remains to be decided. Defendant Vera Misham is currently in intensive care. Let's just save again, just so that— oh, I can't save again! Oh well, we saved earlier, so it's fine. If a decision cannot be reached today, it may never be reached. The factors involved are simple. Did the defendant poison her father that night? If so, she is guilty. Or was there another reason for Mr. Misham's death? Did another person poison him? If so, she is innocent. A panel has been provided for each of you to input your decisions. That is all. Please, wait! Yes, jurist number 6? There's something in the jurist handbook here. Persons involved with the case may not be jurists. That is correct. I've looked into all of your dossiers. None of you were involved with the development of the case. With the development of the case? I see. Does that answer your concern? Who is this number 6? What the heck? It's time for your verdicts. Make your decision in the case against Vera Misham. After 7 years, the truth is ready to be heard. Judge wisely. Judge well. Well, she's obviously not guilty. But do we go guilty first? Okay, well, internet decided to cut my stream towards the end, so that's pretty funny. Anyways, Lamoureux's hand is there. And she is here. How much time are we going at? 3:18. Let's see what happens if I do not guilty. We'll do guilty first, actually, just to see the ending. Ta-da! And so, a verdict was reached on October 9, 2:14 p.m. The first verdict under jury system. A hung jury. Oh, dang. The final verdict would have to wait for the following day. But fate had different plans. That night, defendant Vera Misham's condition worsened. She died in her hospital bed. Her verdict was postponed for eternity. And Christoph Gavin got away. Oh look. We got a Trophy. Trophy? Achievement? Okay, so that's the ending of the guilty one. Let's load this one. Is it that one? This one. And then we'll do the not guilty verdict. Just gonna skim through all of this. Oh wow, I literally saved about here. The text is very slow. I'm holding the B button, but it's very slow. Okay, so it's pretty obvious that Lamro is Talissa because of the bracelet. So now the real question is how she became Lamro, but I'm sure they'll establish that. Okay, going through the text, blah blah blah. I hope you guys enjoyed the playthrough of this. It's nice for me to, you know, go back to this game. Nostalgia. But I will be playing Dual Destinies in a like later this year, just to kind of break up the whatchamacallit, the gameplay, because I don't want to do back to back because I'm gonna be dead tired from reading constantly. Wait, so how is she not involved then? She's involved. Oh, actually, oh, it does make sense then, because she's technically Lamro. They don't know her as Talissa. So she doesn't really have that connection. Anyway, not guilty. Is that guilty? So a verdict was reached on October 9, 2014. The first verdict under the jury system, innocent by unanimous decision. The record will show, oh jeez, I forgot he looked like that for a second, that when the verdict was announced, special witness Christoph Gavin laughed. A laugh louder than he ever... a laugh louder than any ever heard before or since. A laugh that echoed in the halls of justice, lingering for what seemed like hours. October 10, 8:30, the morning after the trial. In an intensive care ward, a true miracle occurred. Vera Misham opened her eyes. She's alive! Oh, we still have more dialogue. Oh. I thought it was over. Vera, I'm so glad. Don't cry, Apollo. I'm happy too, and proud. You did well, Apollo. When I thought about what if Vera, Hey now, don't you start crying too. Sorry you had to see us like this. Oh, she's smiling again. Vera? Thank you so much, Apollo, thank you. No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have praised you like that. If I hadn't, you never would have been in your nails. No, I was wrong. Staying locked inside like that, clinging to my good luck charm. Vera. When I opened my eyes and saw you, I finally understood. It's important to be part of the world. To see things with your own eyes. Looks like that poison had some effect after all. I don't know if you should be saying that, but okay. It killed off whatever was holding Vera back from life. I knew you pulled through, Vera. I mean, that's what Apollo was fighting for the whole time. Your future. I won't forget it. Here, let me thank you. No, really, it's okay. Aw, that's cute. Oh, look, it's me. I love it, thanks. You're gonna draw Apollo? Nope. Is that me? She really captured your essence, Apollo. Well, I think so at least. That reminds me. Do you know where the other lawyer is? The other lawyer? Oh, you mean Daddy? Except he's not a lawyer anymore. It's my fault, isn't it? I'm sorry. Oh, no, that's not what I meant. No, it's okay. I'm through looking away from things I've done. I hope I can look him in the eyes again someday and apologize. I'm sure he'd be happy to hear that. He brought all those things for me when he came to visit earlier. These DVDs that's been left there since case 2? Sure. You mean that stack of videos? Mr. Wright finished watching them all, right? You know, I knew my real daddy was alive. Huh? I was there 7 years ago, remember? I was the one who helped him vanish from the courtroom. You did what? How? I'm not telling. He promised me that day he went away. Yeah, you kind of did help him with the whole Mr. Hat thing. We may not meet again for some time, Tracy, but know this, I will be watching, and one day I shall return. You're the next Grammary after all. Oh, Tracy, in the end, he couldn't keep that promise, could he? Oh, so sad. It's okay, Phoenix is my daddy now, even if he can't really play the piano. That he can't. Oh, and I've got you too, even if your voice is kinda loud sometimes. Glad I made your list. Hey, come to think of it, where is Daddy, the one who can't play? Do you know, Apollo? I think he said he had to meet someone. I wonder. Was it Lamro? Maybe it's a new mommy? It's not new, but it is your mom. Tiki. Oh, Tracy? Yes, Vera? I was wondering, could you show him to me once more? Sir Hat, was it? Oh, he's not been knighted yet. Here goes. Do as an impersonation, Mr. Hat. Objection! Not loud enough, and I like this magic underwear better anyway. That's magic panties, Apollo. I don't want to see those panties, please. Oh, there we go. Here's the review. So, your memory's returned. Mr. Wright, was this all part of your plan too? I don't know what you're talking about. When I lost my memory, I was reborn as Lamoureux. Surprise! But you knew my true identity, didn't you? That's why you chose me as one of your jurists. You're thinking into it too much. Besides, there was no guarantee that regaining your memory would make you happy. Of course it is a happy thing. For so long, I thought I was alone. But now I know I have children. 2 dear children. You... Okay, never mind. Oh wait, you lost your memory. Never mind. Forget that. I'm so proud of them. This too, I think, is thanks to you. Are you going to tell them? They do not know? Nope. They don't know their mother. They don't even know their siblings. I will go tell them when the time is right. Until then, Don't worry, I'll take care of them for you. They're very important to me too. Oh, a little annoying at times, but still. I have to keep an eye on her at least. Because I'm the only one who knows how she really feels on the inside. Oh, poor Tracy. Your bracelet. Yes? I've seen a lot of mysterious things these past 7 years. But your bracelets were the strangest of all. Oh look, we got a front profile of Apollo. I am losing it right now. I remember meeting him half a year ago now in Christoph Gavin's office. And then I met you. 2 fates destined to intertwine, and I was there with them when they crossed. I'll never forget that. Such a small thing, that bullet, yet it tore who I was away. Yeah, how did it shoot you actually? 10 years ago, during a simple rehearsal. It was a miracle no one died, but I didn't survive that accident. That is why I left the troupe, my family. Now my memory has returned. I am myself once more. For the first time, I am glad to be alive, Mr. Wright. Speaking of miracles, Vera Mission regained consciousness this morning. I can only hope she's as glad as you are. It is a strange thing, fate. Sometimes a life is taken, sometimes a life is spared. You know what I've been thinking? People don't die that easily, really. That's true. As long as they've got something worth living for. And that's pretty much the end of my story. For now, anyway. I've still got a long way to go, and this power of mine, well, it still needs some work. But there's hope now. We'd lost it, but somehow we found it again. That's why people are smiling again. Hope. Yeah, I think I'll keep at this lawyer thing for a while. Oops, training time, gotta go. Courts of Steel, here comes justice. Objection! And we are finally done with the game. Woo! Oh, right. I'm glad you're staying with the agency, Apollo. It's like I found my long lost big little brother. Wouldn't you want to know? Don't you worry about the troop Gramarye. Trucy's on the case. Now that I have this, thanks to Daddy. Trucy Gramarye? Frankly, I've got my doubts, but heck, Gramarye, now that'll pack him in. Nearly missed that one. Oh, they're photos. That's cool. Oh, it's Clavia. So every day you get a trial that rocks harder than one of our gigs. Yeah, that's why it's over. The Gavanese are breaking up. Oh. The news caused a run on tissues at supermarkets nationwide. Okay. You're the real stars now. I look forward to our next jam session. Well, it's finally over. You know, thinking about it, I've been a piano player longer than I was a lawyer. Oh, that's true. Now that everything's sorted and I've got time on my hands, maybe I'll take some lessons, or maybe I'll take the bar exam again. Spoiler alert, he took the bar exam again. It's the next game. It's not Phoenix Wright Dual Destinies for no reason. Anyways, so that's done. Oh, there's Emma. I was standing around eating snackoos the other day when I got this crazy idea. What if they were golden? You could augment the crutch, or better yet, make them ding. Ah, the power of science. Although the preservatives might not be 100% safe. Yeah, probably not even edible. So yeah, that'll be it. So I'll be playing Dual Destinies later this year when I feel like it and when I don't have anything else to play. But tomorrow I'm kinda my plan was to do, well, last week, if I wasn't sick, I would have just jumped straight into Paper Mario this week, like today, or yesterday, because I would have been done with this last Friday, but no, I had to get sick. And then Saturday I was gonna do my shiny Drifloon hunt, resume that. I'll see how I feel tomorrow, but I think no, it's a bit tricky, honestly. I'll see how I feel tomorrow. If I don't really feel like doing anything too intense, like crazy, then I'll just do shiny Drifloon. But otherwise, if I'm up for it, then it'll be Paper Mario. which either way I don't mind, but it will really depend on how I'm feeling. But yeah, I'm gonna play Paper Mario. I don't know how long it will take me though, because I know the 1000-Year Door one, the remake, is coming out less than a month, so I can't guarantee that I'll be done before then. If I am, that would be a first, considering I take so long on my playthroughs. But yeah, we'll see how we go. Actually, I want to check how long, like how many hours it would take for the first Paper Mario to finish. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the playthrough again. Thanks for watching. If you need to catch up on them, everything's on my YouTube, so go check that out. And I am so sorry about the stream cutting out today. It cut out 3 times, which is annoying. But the internet has been quite slow lately, so I'm not really sure what's happening. Worst comes to worst, if I find that the internet is playing up tomorrow, then I'll just do Shiny Drifloon, because it's definitely gonna ruin the enjoyment of Paper Mario for probably you guys watching it. But I am grateful for you guys sticking up, kind of dealing with the whole stream glitch thing. Okay, Paper Mario, oh, hello, Lamoureux. So, can she see or she can't see? I'm very confused if she can or can't see. Why is he in jail? How long was... When focusing on the main objectives, Paper Mario is about 23 hours in length. If you're a gamer to strive to see all aspects of the game, you are likely to spend around 33.5 hours to obtain 100% completion. 23 hours. So based on my number of playthroughs, or number of hours that I stream, could be about 8 streams. So on the off chance that I complete this on a weekly basis, oh, that's a nice sketch. Screenshot. That's very nice. I like that. Is that done now? Oh, that's a nice photo. Oh. Oh, it didn't stay for that long. I'm sad. Wait, can I see the photo? Continue. No, we're not jumping it straight away. Jeez. I'm not that crazy. What's the background? Oh, there we go. Oh, I missed one. What's this? Without using story mode complete. What? Without using story mode, complete every episode of all 3 games from the beginning of each episode via episodes. Huh. Okay. Is that the only thing? Oh, hello. Oh, these are so cute. I like these. Okay.